Continue. Please make sure to get all the required items, the yoga mat, the panchapatram, harini, and all the required things. Apply bhasma in the 16 places of your body. Apply bhasma in the 16 places. The acharya your phone with you to take selfie or a photo of yourself or someone else to take a photo of you to post in the social media. Post your yoga photos in the social media, the experiences you have while doing the yoga. You can post those experiences in the social media. So have your phone or your tablet or any device that you can use to use the social media in the Facebook link to share your experiences through. Let us now begin with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasyaadhilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let us now chant the Shiva Mula Mantra 11 times.
Om Ham Hum Shivaya Namaha. 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 Om Ham Hum Shivaya Namaha.
Next is the Tattvachamanam, the ritualistic cleansing process. Take one udharini of water from the Panchapatram, which is the cup, and pour it onto the center of your right palm. Then with the chanting of the mantras, drink the water that flows off the base of your right palm. Om Atma Tattvam Shodayami Swadha. Om Vidya Tattvam Shodayami Swadha. Om Shiva Tattvam Shodayami Swadha. Now with the base of the thumb, wipe the upper and lower lips and wash your hands. Touch the upper and lower lips with the index, middle and ring fingers together. Touch both the nostrils with the tip of the thumbs and the index fingers joined together. Touch the eyes with the tip of the thumbs and the ring fingers joined together. Touch the ears, the tip of the thumbs and ring fingers joined together. Wash your hands. Touch the navel with the little finger and the thumb joined together. Then the right chest and the left chest. And with all the 5 fingers joined together, touch the crown of your head, your right chest, left chest, and your heart center. and wash your hands. Let us now chant the Sankalpa.
ॐ ममोपात समस्त दुरितक्षयद्वारा भगवत् श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवप्रीत्यर्थं श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वरी परमशिवशक्तिसमेत श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवप्रीत्यर्थं च अद्य पूर्वोक्त एवं गुणविशेषणविशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शुभदितौ पूर्ण आरोग्ययुक्त दृढगात्रयौगिक शरीर सिद्ध्यर्थं परमशिव शक्ति आविष्करणार्थं नित्यानंद योगाभ्यासं करिष्ये. Now please wash your hands with the udharni of water. Om apaupasprisya.
Place the Panchapatram and Udarani away from your mats. Let us now begin the first asana, which is the Sukhasana. Sit in a cross-legged position with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Place your hands in the Bindu Mudra on top of your knees with your palms facing up. Visualize Paramashiva, do the Samana Kumbhaka and the Mahamudra Bandha and chant the Japa Soham in your throat center.
तत्सुखासनमृत्युक्तम् अशक्तस्तत्समाचरेत् आसनं विजितं येन जितं तेन जगत्त्रयम्.
The next asana is the Parvatasana. Bring the legs into the Padmasana position, your legs crossed on top of your thighs. Bring the palms together and raise them up above the head. Keep the elbows straight and engage in all the three bandhas. Visualize yourself as Mount Kailash. Do the Samana Kumbhaka and the Mahamudra Bandha.
अथ वक्ष्ये महादेव पर्वतासनमङ्गलं यत्कृत्वा स्थिररूपी स्यात् षट्चक्रादिविलोपनम्.
The next asana is the Halipavasana. Get your feet together in front of the perineum. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Keep your gaze towards the nose. Bend forward, getting your forehead towards the ground behind your heels. Do as much as you can. Visualize Swamiji. Do the Samana Kumbhaka and the Mahamudra Bandha.
पूर्वं विधियाहु मे जानौ उभयपगदली सम्पुटटानो विष्णुपचेदो ओकल्यावो दचनकरसो वामगहावो.
The next asana is the Nagipavasana. Cup your hands to the floor in front of you. Keep your gaze towards the nose. Get your forehead behind the heels. Visualize yourself as a snake. Do the Samana Kumbhaka and the Mahamudra Bandha.
पूर्वविधि पर्यागाने नीचौ हौई कल्हूनि पनास्यौ लगाई हाथ आगाने धरती लगावे पसारी दो हाथ की अंजुलि करे.
The next asana is a Kokilasana. Hold your big toes in the Prana Mudra with your index and middle fingers together. Hold your big toes. Lift your feet up in the air and lock your feet into the Padmasana. Get your elbows to the ground. Lock into the Mahamudra Bandha, which is performing all the three bandhas together. Visualize yourself as a bird and do the Samana Kumbhaka, chanting the Japa Soham in your throat center continuously.
अथान्यदासनं वक्ष्ये येन सिद्धो भवेन्न कस्माद्वायुः ओकिलाख्यासनेन च.
The next asana is the Nithyananda. Place the ankle on top of the opposite knee and hold on to the opposite elbows. Engage yourself in all the three bandhas and rotate your arms in a clockwise direction 3 times and then in the anti-clockwise direction.
अथान्यदासनं वक्ष्ये येन सिद्धो भवेन्नरः कस्माद्वायुसञ्चारम् ओकिलाख्यासनेन च.
The next asana is the Gajasana. Press the hands onto the ground, lifting the hips up high. Lower the head, then chest, scooping the body forward and down again and again. Visualizing yourself as an elephant. Do the Samana Kumbhaka and the Udyana Bandha.
युग्जं पादाग्रे भूमौ कृत्वा लम्बीभूयमस्तकाग्रे निधाय नितम्बं मूर्धमुन्नमय्य नाभिलक्ष्यं भूमौ नासिकामानीय.
The next asana is the Rikshasana. Keep the hands pressed into the ground and hips up high. Alternate pressing the heels of the one feet onto the ground while lifting the other heel up, repeating again and again. Visualize yourself as a bear and do the Samana Kumbhaka.
एकैकं पादमाकुञ्च्य गजासनं कुर्यात् वृक्षासनं भवति.
The next asana is the Vaishyasana. Stand up on the tip of your toes. Your heels up, standing up on the tip of your toes. Keep your hands in the Hridaya Mudra, your fingertips touching the heart center. Visualize Swamiji. Do the Samana Kumbhaka. Suck your stomach in and up into the Uddiyana Bandha.
केशेन पादयुगलं बद्ध्वा तिष्ठेदधोमुखः तव ईशावक्षे यत्कृत्वा सत्यवान् भवेत्.
The next is the Urdhva Janukarana. Stand with the heels touching, toes facing outwards at 45-degree angle in the Aramandi position. Keep both the knees bent and both the hands at the chest level with the elbows parallel to the ground. Twist one knee towards the center and raise it up and back across the body to the original position simultaneously as the leg raises. Follow the movement with the respective hand and raise it up and across the body and repeat onto the other side. The next asana is the Balalingasana. Interlace the fingers in the Sharvavashankari Mudra from the inside out and hold on to the knee, pulling it towards the chest, keeping the spine straight and engaging in all the three bandhas. Visualizing that you are caressing a baby. Do the Samana Kumbhaka and the Mahamudra Bandha.
एकं जानोरस्यालिङ्गस्तातव्यं बाललिङ्गनं भवति.
The next asana is the Pada Pidanasana. Take one foot and pull it behind towards the buttocks, holding it with both the hands. Keep the head, neck, and spine in a straight line and engage all the three bandhas. Visualize Swamiji and do the Samana Kumbhaka.
स्थित्वैकस्मिन् पादतले काम्यष्टनं पृष्ठे संस्थाप्य यत्त्वेन पादपीडनमासनम्.
The next asana is the Natarajasana. Hold on to the sole of the foot with your respective hand from the inside. Extend the other hand forward with your index and thumb finger touching together into the Bendha Mudra. Pull foot back and up while leaning forward. Visualize Lord Nataraja. Do the Samana Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
उत्तानपादं ग्रहं च वीरभद्रकं नटरं त्रिकोणं च सप्ताङ्ष्टप्रसारणे.
Next asana is the Balalingasana. Now repeat the Balalingasana with your other leg, holding your knee and pulling your knee towards the chest.
एकं जानोरस्यालिङ्गस्तातव्यं बाललिङ्गनं भवति.
Now repeat the Pada Pidanasana on the other side.
स्थित्वैकस्मिन् पादतले कराभ्यां वेष्टयत्तनं पृष्ठे संस्थाप्य यत्त्वेन पादपीडनमासनम्.
The next asana is the Natarajasana. Repeat the Natarajasana on the other side.
उत्तानपादं ग्रौञ्चं च मरीचं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्ष्टप्रसारणे.
Next is the Ardharechita Karana. From the Aramandi position, keep the right foot behind the other with the heels up. Keep the left hand at the chest and extend the opposite arm out and wide like a pendulum and bring it back towards the chest. Repeat onto the other side by switching the position of your legs and hands. Next is the skeleton dance. Visualize yourself as pure bones. Close your eyes and intensely start shaking your body just with the visualization of snake as your bones.
Suffering is all that we talk about, confusion, delusion, and everybody's stressed out. The only one to save us is him, there's no doubt. He's the Shiva Mahadeva. So now that drop everything at his feet. So feel free, just let it be. Watch him come while you listen to me.
The next asana is the Ati Chinnakarana from the Aramandi, which is the half squatting position. Bring the hands above the head with your arms crossed and the palms facing backwards. Move the hips to one side and simultaneously uncross the arms wide above the head. Come back to the original position and repeat onto the other side. The next asana is the Tadasana. Stand up tall on the tip of your toes. Lift your hands above your head with your arms parallel to the ears and your palms facing each other. Visualize yourself as a palm tree. Do the Samana Kumbhaka, Mahamudra Vanda, and chanting the japa Shivoham in your throat center.
महामुद्राबद्ध कोणौदारासन विभेद काण्डिनोत्तानं सदा कुर्यादन्तर्पत्नीपतिप्रियात्.
The next asana is the Uttanasana. From the standing position, lean forward and down, bringing the hands flat on the ground. Engage all the three bandhas. Bring the forehead towards the and your chest towards the thighs. As much as possible, try to do it. Visualize Swamiji. Do the Samana Kumbhaka and the Mahamudra Bandha.
महामुद्राबद्ध कोणौदारासन विभेद काण्डिनोत्तानं सदा कुर्यात् अन्तर्पत्नीपतिप्रियात्.
The next asana is the Tarakshvasana. Keep the hands flat on the ground, shoulder width apart, and feet back, keeping the on the ground. Tuck the chin to the chest, as in Jalandhara Bandha, and rotate the head from side to side, visualizing Swamiji and doing the Samana Kumbhaka.
गजासनमस्थित्वा मस्तकं वारं वारं दक्षिणगुक्षं सव्यगुक्षं नयेत् तरक्श्वासनं भवति.
The next asana is the Bhujangasana. Lower the entire body onto the stomach and keep the hands on the sides towards next to the chest. Keep the toes pointed back. Lift yourself up using the strength of the lower back. Visualize yourself as a snake. Open your mouth wide and inhale through the back of your throat in the Bhujangani Mudra. Do the Samana Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
अंगुष्ठनाभिपर्यन्तं मदोपूर्वं विनिन्यसेत् कराभ्यां चितरां धृत्वा ऊर्ध्वशीर्षः फणीवहि.
The next asana is the Shashasana. Push yourself up into the plank position. Get the knee to the chest alternatingly. Visualize Swamiji in your third eye and do the Sahaja Kumbhaka.
गजासनमस्थितौ जानुद्वयमाकुञ्च वारं वारं कर्तव्यं शासनं भवति.
The next asana is the Rathasana. Alternate the jumping of your feet in between your hands. Visualizing yourself as a chariot. Repeat it again and again, jumping the feet alternatingly in between your hands. Do the Sahaja Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, chant the japa Shivoham in your throat center.
गजासनमस्थित्वा एकैकं पादं पुरोमार्गेण भ्रामयित्वा कर्तव्यं रतासनं भवति.
The next asana is the Virabhadrasana. Keep one foot flat on the ground, toes pointing forward, and knees bent at 90 degrees. Extend the other leg back, keeping the other leg straight. Raise the arms up beside the ears, pulling the stomach in and up into the Uddiyana Bandha. Gaze to the third eye. Visualize yourself as Lord Virabhadra. Do the Sahaja Kumbhaka.
वासिष्ठमतकौण्डिन्यं मूर्धगुक्कुटमेव च अष्टावक्रमदोत्तानं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनम्.
Now repeat the Virabhadrasana on the other side.
वासिष्ठमतकौण्डिन्यं मूर्धगुक्कुटमेव च अष्टावक्रमदोत्तानं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनम्.
Next asana is the Vrikshasana. Place one leg firmly on the ground. Take the other leg and place it on the inner thigh of the leg which is straight. Keep your hands in the Anjali Mudra near above the head. With your arms parallel to the ears. Visualize yourself as a tree. Do the Sahaja Kumbhaka and the Uddiyana Bandha.
वामोर्मूलदेशे च यां यं पादं निधायितो तिष्ठेत् वृक्षवद्भूमौ वृक्षासनमिदं विदुः
The next asana is the Garudasana. Take your leg from the inner thigh and place it on the other thigh on top of the other thigh, near upper thigh. Visualize yourself as Lord Garuda. Place your hands in the Anjali Mudra in your heart center. Do the Sahaja Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
गरुडासनमावक्ष्ये येन ध्यानं स्थिरं भवेत् सर्वदोषाद्विनिर्मुक्तो भवतीह महाबली.
Now repeat the Vrikshasana on the other side.
वामोर्मूलदेशे च यां यं पादं निधायितो तिष्ठेत् वृक्षवद्भूमौ वृक्षासनमिदं विदुः.
Now repeat the Garudasana on the other side.
गरुडासनमावक्ष्ये येन ध्यानं स्थिरं भवेत् सर्वदोषाद्विनिर्मुक्तो भवति महाबली.
Before we continue on to the next asanas, requesting all of the participants to keep your cameras on and all of you to be in the camera and do all the asanas. And also make sure to post your experiences on the social media. You all can take a photo of yourself when you're doing the yoga. Any one asana, you can take a photo of yourself and you can post it in social media now. And the yoga is going live even on YouTube. So you can call your family and friends and any of your loved ones and you can invite them for the yoga and ask them to join for the yoga on the second day of the MahaParamashivoham program. Now let us continue with the next asana, which is the Trikonasana. Stand and step one leg far back and keep which is in the front facing forward. Stretch your arms to the side. Bend towards the front leg. Place your hands on the ground and the other hand straight towards the sky. Keep your gaze towards the sky, visualizing yourself as a triangle. Do the Sahaja Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गष्टप्रसारणे.
Now repeat the Trikonasana on the other side.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गष्टप्रसारणे.
Next is the Nikutaka Karana. Get into the half squatting position, which is the Aramandi position. Keep your hands horizontal and palms facing each other. Alternately thrash your heels towards the ground and switching the position of your hands simultaneously as the legs are moving. The next asana is the Angushtasana. Lower onto the tip of your toes and sit your perineum on top of your heels. Keep your hands in the Anjali Mudra and your knees together. Visualize Swamiji. Buzz like a bee in the Brahmari Kumbhaka and do the Moola Bandha.
कबन्धासनमित्याहो गोरक्षासनमेव च अङ्गुष्ठमुष्टिं यें ब्रह्मप्रासादितं तथा.
Place your hands by the sides in the Varamudra with your palms facing forward. Stretch one leg forward, keeping the knee straight. Visualize Swamiji. Do the Brahmari Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, and chant the japa Sada Shivoham in your throat center.
प्रसार्य एकं पादतलं संस्थापित्वेकपादकम्.
The next asana is the Vidhunanasana. Stretch your hands forward, holding your big toe in the Prana Mudra, which is holding your big toes with the index and middle fingers together. Bend forward, get your forehead towards the knees. Visualize Swamiji and do the Brahmari Kumbhaka.
गुल्पस्थितो पादमेकं प्रसार्य तत्पादाग्रं संस्पृशेत् तत्करेण
The next asana is the Saurasana. Now repeat the Saurasana on the other side.
प्रसार्य एकं पादतलं संस्थापित्वेकपादकम्
Now repeat the Vidhunanasana on the other side.
गुल्पस्थितो पादमेकं प्रसार्य तत्पादाग्रं संस्पृशेत् तत्करेण
Next asana is the Brahmajurankushasana. Keep the toes on the ground and place the perineum on top of the heels. Keep the gap between the legs and the back of the hands resting on the sides. On top of your knees, tilt the head down into the Jalandhara Bandha. Gaze through the gaps between your palms and the knees. Visualize Swamiji and do the Brahmari Kumbhaka.
पनापानी होय वैसे एडी दो गुदानी वैसे कोरपकतलियां की माहिली आयसमा है राशे मिली
Now place your knees onto the ground, tucking your toes behind, putting your perineum down on the heels, resting the hands on top of the knees. Tuck the stomach in and up into the Uddiyana Bandha. Gaze the nose and visualize Sage Kapila Muni in your third eye.
उबई पगदली समट हरावे तिनको माहिली कोर मिलावे पनापानी हुकड़ होय वैसे उजोनी निवेसे
The next asana is the Bhadra Gorakasana. From the same position as the Kapilasana, switch the gaze to the third eye. Visualize Swamiji and do the Brahmari Kumbhaka.
दो पगदली समुड़ करे कोरवार लीबू बरदरे कोरवार ली राके ऐसे तापरी मूल द्वार के बेसे
Next asana is the Suryasana. Lift your knees off the ground, sitting yourself onto your heels. Spread your knees wide apart. Place your hands in the Padma Mudra, in the lotus posture, with your base of the thumbs together. Your fingers spread wide apart. Lift your hands slowly above your head. Gaze through the gap between your palms. Visualize Lord Surya and do the Brahmari Kumbhaka.
एडी दो गुदातरिया ने पनापानी बैठक बनेटाने घोड़ा जंग अदर करे रहे आधे बाम इसी विधि का है
The next asana is the Mandukasana. Sit with the toes flat and the perineum on top of the heels. Keep the hands on the knees and lift the tongue up against the roof of your mouth into the Mandukhi Mudra. Visualize yourself as a frog. Do the Sahaja Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
पादतलो पृष्ठदेशे अंगुष्ठे द्वे च संस्पृशे ज्ञानयुग्मं पुरस्कृत्य साधयेन् मण्डुकासनम्
The next asana is the Uttana Mandukasana. Visualize yourself as a frog and switch the position of your hands to hold your opposite shoulders behind your head. Keep your gaze towards the third eye. Do the Sahaja Kumbhaka and suck your stomach in and up into the Uddiyana Bandha.
मण्डुकासनमध्यस्थं कूर्पराभ्यां धृतं शिरः एतद्वेकपदुत्थानम् एतदुत्थानमण्डुकम्
Next asana is the Simhasana. Cross the ankles and sit on the feet. Keep the knees wide, fingers spread on top. Inhale through the nose. Stick your tongue out and exhale through the mouth forcefully, visualizing yourself as a lion. Gaze to the nose. Do the Sahaja Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
दक्षिणं सव्यकल्पेन दक्षिणे रदते करौ हस्तौ द्विजानुः संस्थाप्य स्वाङ्गुलीश्च प्रसारि च
The next asana is the Bhadrasana. Sit on the heels under the perineum and keep the knees wide apart. Cross the hands behind the back and hold on to your big toes, applying the Jalandhara Bandha. Tucking your chin towards the chest. Keep your gaze towards the nose. Visualize Swamiji. Do the Brahmari Kumbhaka and chant the japa Sadashivoham in your throat center.
गुल्बौजवृषणस्यादौ व्युत्कर्मेण समाहितः पादाङ्गुष्ठौ कराभ्यां च धृत्वा च पृष्ठदेशतः
Next asana is the Kaka Bhushandi asana. Squat and keep the feet flat on the ground and knees open. Bring the arms in and around the back of your body and interlace your fingers behind you in the Parashu Mudra. Gaze towards the nose, visualizing yourself as a crow. Do the Brahmari Kumbhaka.
प्रथमे वेसकौ गरुडाने द्वौ हाथमगौ विच आने तनकौ पर्यावे पिष्टपचे काकसी करावे
The next asana is the Kani Pavasana. Place the palms on the shoulder width apart. Bring the knees on the back of the arms towards the armpits. Slowly lean forward. Gaze to the ground in front of you and lift your feet off the ground into the Kani Pavasana, balancing on your hands. Visualize Swamiji and do the Brahmari Kumbhaka.
आसन गौगुणाशी दुषिता होई ताची होई
Now place your head onto the ground. The crown of your head should be placed on the mat. From the same position as the Kani Pavasana, and slowly lift your feet up towards the sky using the strength of your core muscles. Gaze to the nose. Visualize Swamiji. Do the Brahmari Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
शीशा धरती देखी पगदो मिलिवा ऊंचा को करे पगदली आकाश दिशे नमशिराशे दो हाथा की हथेली दो
The next asana is the Parshva Mayurasana. Squat on the toes with the legs together, with your knees together. Twist the body and place both the hands on one side, aligning the elbows to the knees and the hips. Lean onto the arms and balance onto your arms, extending the legs towards the side. Gaze to the nose, gaze to the third eye. Visualize a peacock and do the Rechaka Kumbhaka.
मयूरं दण्डवत् कुर्यान् मायूरं दण्डनामकं कुर्यान् मायूरं पार्श्वाभ्यां मायूरपार्श्वनामकम्
Now repeat the Parshva Mayurasana on the other side.
मयूरं दण्डवत् कुर्यान् मायूरं दण्डनामकं कुर्यान् मायूरं पार्श्वाभ्यां मायूरपार्श्वनामकम्
The next asana is the Bhairanganathasana. Get into the plank position. Get your leg over your shoulder and in between your hands. Visualize yourself as Lord Kalapa. Gaze to the third eye and do the Rechaka Kumbhaka.
आसन गौगुण पीठी जाई
Now repeat the Bhairanganathasana on the other side by getting your other leg over the shoulder and between your palms.
आसन गौगुण पीठी जाई
The next asana is the Unmukha Pitasana. In the Tarakshvasana position, which is the plank position, get your forearms, your elbows to the ground, keeping your gaze to the third eye. Visualize Swamiji and do the Rechaka Kumbhaka.
बोन्यस्तौ जानुनि हस्तौ चतुष्पदमवाङ्मुखम् उत्तापिताङ्गिरियुगल कटिस्थलमवेरुका
The next asana is the Vashishtasana. From the Tarakshvasana, rotate the body onto one hand and raise the opposite hand up. Keep the balancing hand directly beneath the shoulder and balance on that hand, gazing towards the sky, visualizing yourself as sage Vashishta to the Rechaka Kumbhaka.
ऊर्ध्वकोक्कुटवासिष्ठमरीचिहलमत्स्यकम्बरिवृत्तिं चोदरस्य विविधं धनुरासनम्.
Now switch your body onto the other side. On your other hand, gaze towards the sky and repeat the Vashishtasana on the other side.
ऊर्ध्वकोक्कुटवासिष्ठमरीचिहलमत्स्यकम्बरिवृत्तिं चोदरस्य विविधं धनुरासनम्.
Next asana is the Anjaneyasana. Be seated on the ground with your legs spread forward, your knees straight. Tuck your hands under the buttocks with the palms facing upwards. Gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as Lord Hanuman. Do the Rechaka Kumbhaka and the Jalandhara Bandha. And chant the japa MahaParamashivoham in your throat center.
दो करके उबे हथेली कोरवारली मेले बेली सो आगाने भूपरदाशे महाने अंगुली मिलिराशे.
The next asana is the Paschimottanasana. Sit with the legs stretched out, bend from the waist and hold on to the big toes with the index and middle fingers. Bring the chest to the thighs and head towards the knees. Engage in all the three bandhas. Visualize Swamiji and do the Rechaka Kumbhaka.
जानो परिललाटं दो पश्चिम दानमुच्यते येन केन प्रकारेण सुखं दानं च जायते.
The next asana is the Ugrasana. Interlace your fingers behind your head in the Parashumudra. Visualize Devi Kali, bend forward, exhaling, locking yourself in the Mahamudra Bandha, getting your forehead towards the knees as much as possible. Do the Rechaka Kumbhaka.
स्वपानिभ्यं दृढं धृत्वा जानो परिशिरोऽग्निसेतासनोग्रमिदं प्रोक्तं भवेदनिलिदीपनम्.
The next asana is the Marichiyasana. Sit with the legs extended, bring one heel to the groin. Keep the knee raised. Reach the arms in and around the raised knee and clasp the hands behind the back, bringing the chest towards the knees and head, bringing the chest towards the thighs and head towards the knees. Visualize yourself as sage Marichi and do the Rechaka Kumbhaka.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गुष्ठप्रसारणे.
The next asana is the Mahamudrasana. Drop the knee to the ground. Bend forward. Hold your feet with the hands. Get your forehead towards the knees and chest towards the thighs. Keep your gaze towards the nose. Visualize Swamiji and do the Rechaka Kumbhaka.
महामुद्राबद्धकोणौ ताडासनविभेदकान् विनोत्तानं सदा कुर्यादन्तर्वत्नीपतिप्रियात्.
The next asana is the Marichiyasana. Now repeat the Marichiyasana on the other side.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गुष्ठप्रसारणे.
Now repeat the Mahamudrasana on the other side.
महामुद्राबद्धकोणौ ताडासनविभेदकान् विनोत्तानं सदा कुर्यादन्तर्वत्नीपतिप्रियात्.
The next asana is the Bhadrasana too. Bring the soles of the feet together with the heels close to the perineum. Keep the knees wide and hold the feet firmly. Maintain a straight spine and gaze towards the nose. Visualize Swamiji. Do the Rechaka Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
गुल्बोधवर्षणस्यादः सीवन्याः पार्श्वयोन्योक्षिभेदे पादपार्श्वेद पाणिभ्यां दृढं बद्ध्वाशु निश्चलम्.
The next asana is the Gwalipavasana. From the position of the Bhadrasana, extend the feet away from the body. Keep the toes together and keep your heels apart. Keep the knees as wide as possible. Place the hands on top of the respective knees. Tuck the chin to the chest in the Jalandhara Bandha. Keep your gaze fixed towards the nose and do the Rechaka Kumbhaka.
पूर्वचर्पट जोग कक्ष्यो सोई वाजी विजयो की जी सोई यामे एडी भिन्न जुराशे अंगुल आठ अंतरो राशे.
The next asana is a Joni asana. Sit and keep the soles of the feet together and heels close to the perineum. Hold the soles of the feet and lean forward and down, bringing the forehead to the feet and gaze to the nose. Visualize the Yoni Mandala, do the Rechaka Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
दो पगदली संबुड़ करे एडी मेड के डिंग दरे अर्ध हाथ को अंदर राशे लाड पगदलिया उपरदाशे.
The next asana is the Midaki Pavasana. Keep the heels together and the toes apart. Lean forward and down with the hands extended towards the side with your palms onto the ground. Bring the forehead to the ground behind the heels as much as you can. Visualize Swamiji. Gaze towards the nose and do the Rechaka Kumbhaka.
पूरब विधि परि पगदली संबोध शोल एडी मिली राशे एडिया सोमा हिली कानी अगुर दो आतरी लाट धरती लगावे.
The next asana is the Siddha Samadhi asana. Insert your hands from below the shins with your palms facing upwards. Get your forehead towards the ground as much as you can. Keep your gaze to the nose. Do the Rechaka Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
दो पगदली संबुड़ करे सोले में राग में दरे अंगुल आठ अंतरो राशे एडी को ऐसे विधि दाशे.
The next asana is the Chinnaki Pavasana. Sit and keep the heels together, toes apart. Hold the feet and open them up like a book, bringing the soles towards the sky. Keeping the back of the hands onto the ground. Press the elbows. Gaze to the nose. Visualize Swamiji and do the Rechaka Kumbhaka.
दो पगा की एडी धरती गिवा मेड लगावे पगदली माहिली कौर अंगूठा की सदी सुदी जोड़े.
The next asana is Charapata Chokasana. Sit and bring the soles of feet together, heels at the perineum, knees to the ground. Place hands on the knees. Press them down. Pull the stomach in and up and gaze to the third eye. Visualize Swamiji. Do the Rechaka Kumbhaka. Suck your stomach.
संबुड़ दरे एडी मेड के डिंग दरे अर्ध हाथ को अंतर राशे लाड पगदलिया उपरदाशे.
The next asana is the Bhairavasana. Sit and bring the soles of the feet facing together, knees wide. Lift the heels up and bring the toes down onto the ground. Keep the knees on the ground. Pull the stomach in and up in the Uddiyana Bandha. Keep your hands in the Bindu Mudra. On top of your knees, gaze to the third eye and visualize Lord Kala Bhairava.
गुरुदोषं पीड्य जान्योन्यं वित्कमेन धृतं शनैः जान्वो पार्श्वहतौ हस्तौ दण्डवद्भैरवासनम्.
The next asana is the Samanasana. Sit with one heel at the perineum and lift and hold the other foot, pulling it towards the chest, gaze to the third eye, and hold the breath in the Muladhara chakra.
समानासनमावक्ष्ये सिद्धमन्त्राथ साधनात् एकपादमुरौ दत्त्वा गुह्योऽन्यलिङ्गवक्त्रके
The next asana is the Apanasana. Place one leg on top of the respective shoulder. Raise the other foot upwards and straight. Keep the hands on the ground to the sides and to the third eye.
केवलं पादमेकं च स्कन्धे चारोप्य यत्नतः एकपादेन गगने तिष्ठेत दण्डवत्प्रभो
Now repeat the Samanasana on the other side.
समानासनमावक्ष्ये सिद्धमन्त्राथ साधनात् एकपादमुरौ दत्त्वा गुह्योऽन्यलिङ्गवक्त्रके
Now repeat. Now repeat the Apanasana on the other side.
केवलं पादमेकं च स्कन्धे चारोप्य यत्नतः एकपादेन गगने तिष्ठेत दण्डवत्प्रभो
The next asana is the Gomukhasana. Sit and cross one leg over the other, aligning both your knees in the center of the body with the hips, with the toes by the hips. Gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as a cow. Do the Shitkari Kumbhaka and the Mulabandha.
सव्ये दक्षिणकुल्बन्धो पृष्ठपार्श्वे नियोजये दक्षिणे पितदा सव्यं गोमुखं यथा
The next asana is the Anasuyasana. Hold your big toes in the Prana Mudra. The Acharyas are demonstrating the Prana Mudra now. Hold your big toes. Gaze to the nose. Visualize Devi Anasuya, Rishika Anasuya. Do the Shitkari Kumbhaka and the Uddiyana Bandha.
दक्षिण घोड़ों नीचोटाने होता के ऊपर आने घोड़ा संधि मिलाए बारी आधा पद्मनी दे संधि बसारी
The next asana is the Anasuyasana too. Interlace your fingers behind the back. In the Parusha Mudra, slowly lean forward, exhaling, and your forehead towards the ground as much as you can. Gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as Rishika Anasuya. Do the Shitkari Kumbhaka and the Mulabandha.
जीमना घोड़ा की संधि उपरिदावा घोड़ा की संधि मिलाई राशे घोड़ा श्यूले पगदल्यालो आडवाई सुदा राशे
The next asana is the Garudasana too. Sit on the ground with one heel pressed against the perineum. Keep the opposite hand on the ground in front of the other foot. Keep the spine tall. Keep the chest out and the hands on the respective knees. Gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as Lord Garuda. Do the Shitkari Kumbhaka and the Mulabandha.
दावो पग मोड़ी एड़ी माहिरो गल्प मोल द्वार नीचे दे वैसे जीमनी पगदली धरती देखी घोड़ो ऊंचो उबाओ राशे
The next asana is the Naradasana. Place the perineum on top of one heel with the top of the foot flat on the ground. Place the opposite on in front of the other foot. Interlace your fingers in the Parashamudra behind your head, behind your neck. Twist your body outside of the raised knee and gaze to the third eye. Visualize yourself as Sage Narada and do the Shitkari Kumbhaka and the Mulabandha. Asana is the Matsya Pitakasana. Place one foot on the opposite thigh and wrap the respective arms around the holding on to the opposite shin. Extend the opposite hand straight and hold on to the respective and middle fingers and gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as Lord Matsya. Do the Shitkari Kumbhaka and the Moolabandha.
वामेन वामाङ्गुष्टन्तो गृहीतं मत्स्यपीठकं योनि वामेन सम्पीड्रमेड्राजुपरि दक्षिणम्.
The next asana is the Gomukhasana. Now the Gomukhasana on the other side.
सव्ये दक्षिणकल्बन्धो पृष्ठपार्श्वे नियोजयेत् दक्षिणे पितदा सव्यं गोमुखं गोमुखं यथा.
The next asana is the Anasuyasana. Now repeat the Anasuyasana on the other side.
दक्षिण गोड़ो नीचे उठाने वामोदा के ऊपर आने घोड़ा संधि मिलाए बारी आजापत नीचे संधि सारी.
Now interlace your fingers behind you in the Parusha Mudra. Lean forward and down into the Anasuyasana too.
जीमना घोड़ा की संधि ऊपर जाबा घोड़ा मिलाई राशे घोड़ा शोले बगदलियालो वारवाई सोदा राशे.
The next asana is the Garudasana too. Now repeat the Garudasana too on the other side.
दावो पगमोड़ी एड़ी माहिलो गल्पमोल द्वार नीचे दे बेसे जीमनी बगदली धरती देगी घोड़ो ऊंचा बाहो राशे.
The next asana is the Naradasana. Now repeat the Naradasana on the other side.
पिष्ट जुमाम बगदली मेरी भूबई दायगा भेगे मनो है जोई दचपाशती आवे सोई.
The next asana is the Matsyapitakasana. Now repeat the Matsyapitakasana on the other side.
वामेन वामाङ्गुष्टन्तो गृहीतं मत्स्यपीठकं योनि वामेन सम्पीड्रमेड्राजुपरि दक्षिणम्.
The next asana is the Matsyendrasana. Place one foot on the opposite thigh. Place the opposite foot on the ground, far side of the thigh. Twist and bring the elbow of the knee. Keep the raised arm by the neck. Turn the head back and gaze to the nose, gaze to the third eye. Visualize yourself as sage Matsyendranatha and do the Shitkari Kumbhaka.
उदरं पश्चिमाभासं कृत्वा तिष्ठति यत्नतः नम्रागं वामपादं हि दक्षिणानोपरिन्यसेत्.
The next asana is the Kubasana. Place yourself in the same position. Switch the position of your hands to hold the shin of the leg which is extended with your left hand. Hold your ear with the right hand. Turn towards the back. Visualize yourself as a camel. Do the Shitkari Kumbhaka.
आसन को गुण जोलो जाए.
The next asana is the Matsyendrasana too. Release the hands to the back of which you are holding your ears with. Gaze to the third eye. Visualize yourself as sage Matsyendranatha. Do the Shitkari Kumbhaka and the Moolabandha.
मत्स्येन्द्रपीडं जडरप्रदीप्तिं प्रचण्डरुक्मण्डलकण्डनास्त्रम् अभ्यासितकुण्डलिनी प्रबोधं दण्डस्फिरध्वं हि ददाति पुंसाम्.
Now repeat the Kubasana on the other side. Now repeat the Matsyendrasana on the other side.
उदरं पश्चिमाभासं कृत्वा तिष्ठति यत्नतः नम्रागं.
Now repeat The Kubhasana on the other side.
आसन कौगुन जो लो जाइए.
The next asana is the Matsyendrasana to release your hands from the ears onto the back. Place your hands behind you. Turn to the back, gaze to the third eye, and repeat the Matsyendrasana to on the other side.
मत्स्येन्द्रपीठं जडरप्रदीप्तिं प्रचण्डरुक्मण्डलखण्डनास्त्रम् अभ्यासकुण्डलिनी प्रबोधं दण्डस्फिरद्वं हि ददाति पुंसाम्.
Next asana is the Padmasana. Place your left leg on the right thigh, on the right leg on the left thigh. Gaze to the nose, self as Paramashiva. Do the Shitali Kumbhaka. Mahamudra Bandha, which is engaging all the three bandhas. Chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in your throat center.
आसनं द्विविधं प्रोक्तं पद्मं वज्रासनं तथा ऊर्ध्वोर्परिचेत् दत्ते उभयपादतले यथा.
The next asana is the Padmasana to place one feet on the other like the Padmasana without changing the position. Hold your big toes in the Prana Mudra as the Acharyas are demonstrating. Gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as Paramashiva and Parashakti. Do the Shitali Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
उत्तानौ चरणौ कृत्वा ऊरु संस्थो प्रयत्नतः ऊरुमध्ये तदोत्तानौ पाणि कृत्वा तादृशौ.
Now before we continue on to the next asana, let all the participants take a few moments to post your experiences in the social media. Now let us quickly post our experiences on the social media and take a few photos, selfies or few videos of ourselves doing the asanas and post that as well to share our experiences on how we are feeling about the yoga and all the asanas and how you are manifesting all the asanas. I'm sure all of you are enjoying the whole asana sequence. We're still in the Prathama Vinyasa Krama sequence. So let's just take 2 minutes to post in social media.
Incompletion, suffering is all that we talk about. Confusion, delusion, and everybody's stressed out. The only one to save us is him, there's no doubt. He's Sadashiva, Mahadeva. He's an avatar, drop everything at his feet. So feel free, just let it be. Watch him come while you listen to me. Should I tell you who's here? None other than Nithyananda.
The next asana is a Kukkutasana. Insert your hands in between your shins and the thighs as you are seated in the Padmasana. Place your palms on the ground. Lift yourself up using the strength of your core muscles and your forearms. Visualize yourself as a rooster and do the Sahaja Kumbhaka.
कुक्कुटासनमावक्ष्ये नाडी निर्मलहेतुना मत्कुलागमयोगेन कुर्याद्वायुनिषेवनम्.
The next asana is the PVK asana. Lift yourself up onto the knees. Place your hands on the ground with your palms facing yourself. Bend your elbows and get your elbows towards the stomach. Place your hands on the stomach. And lean forward and lift your knees off the ground.
धरामवष्टभ्यकरद्वयेन तत्कूर्परिस्थापितानि पार्श्वः उच्छासनो दण्डवदुत्थितक्के मायूरमेतत्प्रवदन्ति पीठं मयूरं पद्मकं कुर्यात् बद्धकेकी कथ्यते.
Now extend your legs back into the Mayurasana and balance on your palms, visualizing yourself as a peacock. Do the Sahaja Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
अथ वक्ष्ये महादेव मयूरासनमुत्तमं भूमौ निपात्य स्वौ कूर्परोपरिदेहकम्.
The next asana is the Makarasana. Lie down on the ground with your stomach on the ground. Interlace your fingers in the Parushu Mudra. Spread your legs apart with your toes pointed outwards. Visualize yourself as a crocodile and do the Sahaja Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
अद्याशेते हृदयं निधाय भूमौ च पादौ च सार्यमानो शिरश्च धृत्वा करदण्डयुग्मे देहाग्निकारं मकरासनं दते.
The next asana is the Shalabhasana. As you're lying down on the stomach, place both the hands on the ground beside the chest and raise the legs up, bringing the thighs off the ground. Visualize yourself as a locust. Do the Sahaja Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
अद्याशेते पदयुग्मं वक्षो भूमिमष्टभ्यकरयोः सलाभ्याम् आकुञ्च शून्ये च विजस्थितोर्ध्वं वदन्ति पीठं शलभं मुनीन्द्राः.
The next asana is the Ushtrasana. Lay down on the stomach and bring the hands to the feet, pulling the stomach in. Pull the legs down towards the ground beside the hips. Visualize yourself as a camel and do the Sahaja Kumbhaka and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अद्याशेते पदयुग्मं वक्षो भूमिमष्टभ्यकरयोः सलाभ्याम् आकुञ्च यत् सम्यक् उदरास्तर्गाढम् उष्ट्रं च बीजं योगिनो वदन्ति.
The next asana is the Dhanurasana. Lay down on the stomach and bring the hands to the feet. Kick the legs back and up simultaneously. Pull the feet towards the sky and lift your upper body and lower body up as much as you can. Pull your feet up towards the sky, making yourself as a bow. Visualize yourself as a bow. Do the Samana Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
प्रसार्य पादौ भुविदण्डरूपौ करौ च पृष्ठे धृतपादयुग्मं कृत्वा धनुस्तुल्य व्यवस्थिताङ्गं निगद्य योगी धनुरासनं तते.
Next asana is the Padmasana. Sit on the knees with the head, neck and spine in a straight line. Place the palms down on top of or the knees and gaze to the third eye. Visualizing Swamiji, do the Sahaja Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
उल्टा मोड़ी पावदो वेसे बहुरौ जिगति करे एक वेसे पावन महिला गुल्पजुहो कुला पाशतीला वेसो.
The next asana is the Gohi Asana. Place your hands on the ground with your elbows on the ground, shoulder width apart. Interlace your fingers. Place the crown of your head behind the interlaced fingers. Get onto your toes. Walk forward and slowly lift your feet up, bending your knees and staying in that position. Gaze towards the nose. Visualize Swamiji and do the Sahaja Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
दो हाथ की कहोनी जोई पुनः काले जाने दो ई पिष्टी अंगुर यांकी पुन जानो ए सबले ओबो परिटानो.
Now stretch your legs up into the Shirasasana, keeping the same balance. Gaze to the nose. Visualize Swamiji and do the Sahaja Kumbhaka.
विपरीतं मण्डलं च द्विजैववीदं हिनः दण्डासनं द्विधा प्रोक्तं विपरीतोपवेशने सर्वाङ्गशीर्षभागास्तो षट्यष्टिप्रहितास्तु ते.
From the Shirasasana, all of you can take a few photos. You can ask someone to help you and take photos of yourself. If you're not able to do the Shirasasana, you can take someone's help who is next to you, who is near you. You can take their help and you can do the Shirasasana even with their help. Make sure to take photos and post it in the social media with the link that is being projected in the screen. You can post your experiences. Now let us continue to do the next asana, which is the Podiasana. With the hands behind the calves, first keep your legs straight and place your hands behind the calves. Stretch the legs up, bring the forehead towards the knees and come to a vertical position with your body. Visualize Swamiji, do the Bhastrika Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
दो हाथ बाहर आने गौड़ाधरे कांग सीधारे अंगुष्ठ पिंडली लगदाधरे चरणों भे आकाश दिशी करे.
The next asana is the Parighasana. Extend the legs out at 45-degree angle. Bring the hands behind and hold the shoulders. Keep the chest upright, legs straight and your toes pointed. Hold the breath and gaze to the third eye. Visualize yourself as a mace and do the Bhastrika Kumbhaka.
उत्तानशयनं कृत्वा पादौ मिलित्वा प्रसार्याणि तम्बं भूमौ स्पृश्यादस्ताभ्यां गन्धरां बद्ध्वा कुम्भकं कृत्वा तिष्ठेत् परिघासनं भवति.
Next asana is the Naukasana. Extend the legs out at 45-degree angle. Bring the elbows down on the ground beside the hips. Keep the chest upright, legs straight and the toes pointed. Gaze to the third eye. Visualize yourself as a boat and do the Bhastrika Kumbhaka.
उत्तानशयनं पूर्वपराभ्यां भूमिमष्टाभ्यास्तौ नितम्बं निधाय शिरः ऊरोजङ्गापादान् दण्डवद्धारयेत् नौकासनं भवति.
The next asana is the Rudrasana. Lift the feet up, scoop the hands under the heels and pull the feet towards the chest. Keep the spine upright and gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as Lord Rudra and do the Bhastrika Kumbhaka.
पगदरी संबड़गरी हाथस्य पगुचाई पगाकांगुटा दो उले ऊपर नीता निकालवई.
Next asana is the Unmukha Pitasana 2. Lay down on the ground with the back of the feet flat on the ground. Place the palms down and the fingers just touching the back of your heels. Lift the hips up high, pressing the feet into the ground. Tuck the chin to the chest and gaze towards the nose. Visualize Swamiji. Do the Sahaja Kumbhaka and the Jalandhara Bandha.
ऊर्ध्वे जानुने कृत्वा सविद्वर्धमुखं दता ताप्य हस्तौ तिष्ठेत्तो पीठ उन्मुखनामके.
The last asana in the Prathama Vinyasa Krama sequence before we move on to the Dvitiya Vinyasa Krama is the Shivasana. Now lie down on the ground with your body completely relaxed. Stop any movement and unclutch from all the micro movements of the body and mind. Let your body completely remain dead. Visualize that Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, is liberating your body and liberating you.
भूमौ शयनं तु शवासनं शवासनं शान्तिहरं चित्तविश्रान्तिकारकम्.
The next asana is the Yathashanishtasana. Sit in the posture that brings ease to the physical body and the mental space. Keep your hands in the Bindu Mudra. Visualize Swamiji do the Samana Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
पर्यङ्कं तत्समाख्यातं यतः संस्थां यथा स्थितिः
The next asana is the Samasana. Sit cross-legged, hands on top of the knees with the thumbs and index touching. In the Bindu Mudra, take prolonged inhalations and exhalations. Visualize Swamiji do the Samana Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
इदानीं गर्भिणीनां योगाभ्यासो यथा लघु
The next asana is the Muktasana. Place the left foot against the genital region. Place the right foot over the left. Hands facing down on top of the knees. Gaze to the nose. Visualize Swamiji is liberating you. Do the Samana Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
निपीड्य सेविनीं सूक्ष्मां दक्षिणेतरगुल्फतः
The next asana is the Siddhasana. Maintain the same position as the Muktasana with your feet and switch the gaze to the third eye. Visualize Swamiji and do the Samana Kumbhaka.
स्थानुस्संयमितेन्द्रियो चलदृशा पश्यन् भुवोरन्तरं चैतन्मोक्षकपाटभेदजनकं सिद्धासनं प्रोच्यते
The next asana is the Siddhi Asana. Maintain the same position as Siddhasana and switch the gaze to the ground in front of you. Engage in all the three bandhas. Visualize Swamiji, do the Samana Kumbhaka and the Mahamudra Bandha.
वामपादकीयेडीजानो सीवनिम् अधितासकौण्ठानौ
The next asana is the Rudrasana 2. Keep the legs in the same position as Siddhi Asana. Rotate the hands on top of the knees into Bindu Mudra. Switch the gaze to the third eye. Visualize yourself as Lord Rudra, the fierce dimension of Paramashiva. Do the Samana Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
वामचरणपरिदचिनराखे एकजुगति आसवदिदाखे
The next asana is the Santadhunasana. Maintain the same position with your legs as the Rudrasana 2 and switch the gaze to the nose, visualizing and embodying a space of tranquility and unshakable nature. Do the Samana Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
आसनकी गुणमनकी चञ्चलतामीट
The next asana is the Siddhasana to maintain one heel on top of palm over the other, resembling a lotus. Do the Samana Kumbhaka and the Mula Bandha.
ऋजुकाय समासीनः सिद्धासनमुदीरितम्
The next asana is the Bandha Yoni Asana. Maintain one heel on top of the other as the previous asana. With your hands, place upper lip, middle fingers closing the nostrils, index fingers closing over the eyes, thumbs closing the ears. Realize that you're the Mula Bandha and continue to chant the Mahavakya Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
यत्र मध्ये महादेव बन्धयोन्यासने श्रुतौ
Next asana is the Virasana. Is one foot on the opposite thigh and the other foot under the opposite thigh. Touch the thumb and index fingers together into the Bindu Mudra. Place your hands on top of the knees. Embody the space of bravery. Visualize Swamiji do the Samana Kumbhaka and the Mula Bandha.
एकं पादमथैकस्मिन् विन्यस्योरुणि संस्थितः
The next asana is the Valmikasana. Left heel on the right side generative organ, toes under the thighs, and right foot on the left leg. And keep the toes by the knees. Place your hands on top of the knees in the Bindu Mudra. Gaze to the third eye. Visualize the great sage Valmiki in your third eye and do the Mula Bandha.
डावापगी पगथली पुनि एडी है जोये फना दिशी में धृतचिन आने लगा वे सोये
The next asana is the Joni Mudrasana. Keep the legs in same position as the previous asana. Switch the gaze to the nose, visualizing the representation of Devi Parashakti, the Yoni Mandala. Do the Samana Kumbhaka.
वामपाद की पगथली जाहि माहिली कोरी जोनित हाधरी वेसिये उलटो पाव जुमोरी
The next asana is the Yoni Asana. Keep the feet flat in the same position. Switch the gaze to the third eye, visualizing the Yoni Mandala in your third eye. Do the Samana Kumbhaka and the Mula Bandha.
योन्यासनं पर्वतेन योगं योगफलेनिलं तत्कालफललं तावत् खेचरो यावदेव हि
The next asana is the Bhadrasana 3. Sit and bring the soles of the feet together, holding both the hands. Bring the knees down towards the ground and gaze to the nose. Keep your feet together and little away from the groin. Gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as Lord Veerabhadra and do the Samana Kumbhaka.
गुल्फौ च वृषणस्यादः जीवन्त्याः पार्श्वयोः क्षिपेत् सव्यगुल्फे तथा सव्ये दक्षगुल्फे तु दक्षिणे
The next asana is the Aghorasana. Bring the soles of the feet together at the perineum. Press the tongue against the roof of the mouth in the Kechari Mudra. Keep your gaze to the third eye. With your right hand, cover your mouth. Close the left nostrils with the index finger and inhale through the right nostril. Close both the nostrils. Hold the breath. Then exhale slowly through the left nostril and repeat on the other side. Visualize yourself as an aghori and do the Mula Bandha.
पूर्व कहो भिश्रिका जोई वाही विद जो की जय सोई.
The next asana is the Kaneri Pavasana. Bring the feet together in front of the toe with the toes together and your heels apart. Rest your chin on top of your feet or on the ground in front of your feet. Engage in all the three bandhas. Place your chin on the palms. Gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as a female elephant drinking water.
आसन ग्वाली पाव आसन कह्यो है जैसे या हमें जाने विदिते से.
The next asana is the Parasana. Sit with the knees raised, arms between the thighs and the calf. Interlace the fingers and lift your feet off the mat. Interlace your fingers in the Parushu Mudra as the earth. Keep your gaze to the nose. Do the Rechaka Kumbhaka and the Mula Bandha.
दोवू कर की अंगुरी जोवू वदशामान्य लगावे सोवू.
The next asana is the Gopi Chandasana. Interlace the fingers around the feet with the soles together. Toes at the grooves in the throat. Heels touching the chest. Chin on the hands. And gaze to the nose. Embodying the space and the state of a king. Do the Rechaka Kumbhaka and the Mula Bandha.
पूर्व विधिपका का अंगूठा कंठ को पर राशे येडी हृदय लगावे कांगसी ऐडिया आगुली परी.
Next asana is the Udarasana. Sit with the soles of the feet together. Insert the hands underneath the legs, holding the feet with the interlocked fingers. Bring the feet to the chest as much as you can. Bring the head down and touch the chin to the soles of the feet. Gaze towards the nose. Visualize that your body is free from all the defects and that your body is completely healed and healthy. Do the Rechaka Kumbhaka and the Mula Bandha.
दोवू पगतली संपुट ठाने उभे हस्त कर उर्दहीताने.
The next asana is the Vishishtasana. Sit with the feet together, arms under the legs. Raise the feet up to the face, fingers interlocked and the palms over the forehead. Visualize yourself as you are excelling in everything. Do the Rechaka Kumbhaka and the Mula Bandha.
दोवू पगथली जोड़ी संपुट करे हाथ दोवू पगा बिची आनी तले.
The next asana is the Bhujasana. From the seated position, lift both the legs over the top of the respective shoulders. Bring the arms underneath the legs and up, interlacing the fingers around the back of the neck. Visualize yourself as a cobra. Do the Mula Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in your throat center.
शिरासनं तु विज्ञेयं कक्षासनमतः परं ग्रीवासनं च परनं भुजासनम् इहोच्यते.
The next asana is the Kalyanasana. Maintain a seated posture as the previous asana and switch the position of your hands to hold your hands behind your back. Visualize yourself as a beautiful auspicious goddess. Gaze to the nose. Do the Rechaka Kumbhaka and the Mula Bandha.
दोवू हाथ पगाम बिची आने तिनको गोड़ा नीचे ठाने.
The next asana is the Sankatasana. With the left knee on the mat, place the left foot flat and place the perineum on the raised heel. Raise the right leg over the left and bring the right heel to the left hip and place the hands on both the knees. Visualize yourself as a swan and do the Ujjayi Pranayama.
वामपादं चितेर्मूलं सन्न्यस्य धरणीतले पाददण्डेन याम्येन वेष्टयेत् वामपादकम्.
The next asana is the Dhenukasana. From the Sankatasana position, slide the left heel to the left hip. Keep the right knee on top of the left. Place both the hands on the right thigh. Visualize yourself as a cow and do the Ujjayi Pranayama.
अनुशागिनगरपञ्चदं वृषेलिन्दगल्यम्नि.
The next asana is the Machandrasana. Place the left foot on the right thigh. Place the right foot on the left knee. Bring the left hand behind the back and hold the left thigh. Place the right hand on the left thigh and twist the body to gaze to the third eye. Visualize Swamiji and do the Ujjayi Pranayama.
वामजङ्घगवरदचिठाणे वामहस्तपिष्टिदिश आने.
The next asana is the Machandrasana too. Hold your feet with both the hands. Bend forward and get your forehead towards the ground as much as you can. Visualize Swamiji, do the Ujjayi Pranayama and the Moola Bandha.
प्रथमजीमन चरणजुजोयि वामजङ्घगपरिराखे सोयि.
The next asana is the Guru Asana. In the same position with your legs, interlace the fingers and place your fingers on top of the knees. The next asana is the Sankatasana. With the right knee on the mat, place the right foot flat and place the perineum on the raised heel. Raise the left leg over the right and bring the left heel on the right hip and repeat the Sankatasana on the other side.
उरुमूले इतरपादस्य कनिष्ठिका प्रदेशे गुल्फं संस्थाप्य.
Next asana is the Dhenukasana. Now repeat the Dhenukasana on the other side.
वामपादं चितेर्मूलं सन्न्यस्य धरणीतले पाददण्डेन याम्येन वेष्टयेत् वामपादकम्.
The next asana is the Machandrasana. Now place the left foot on the right thigh and the right foot on the left knee. Bring the right hand behind the back and hold the left thigh. Place the left hand on the right thigh and twist the body and gaze the third eye, visualizing Swamiji and repeating the Machandrasana on the other side.
वामजङ्घगभरदचिटाणे वामहस्तपिष्टिदिश आने.
The next asana is the Machandrasana too. Hold your feet with your hands and bend forward and repeat the Machandrasana too on the other side.
प्रथमजीमन चरणजुजोयि वामजङ्घगपरिराखे सोयि.
Now repeat the Guru Asana on the other side.
उर्मूले इतरपादस्य कनिष्ठिका प्रदेशे गुल्फं संस्थाप्य
The next asana is the Pashwasana. Sit with the feet flat on the ground, knees against your chest. Hold the opposite knees and keep your thighs together and the spine straight. Press the tongue up against the roof of your mouth in the Kechari Mudra. Visualize Swamiji and do the Ujjayi Pranayama.
पादतले भूमौ निधाय जानुनि उरसी निधाय
The next asana is the Bodha Shokasana. From a seated position, place the feet flat on the ground as the previous asana. Wrap the arms around the legs, around the knees, and hold the opposite wrists. This time, instead of holding the knees, you should hold the wrists of the opposite hand. Place the chin onto the knees and gaze to the nose, doing the Kechari Mudra, which is pressing the tongue against the roof of the mouth. Visualize yourself being in an abode of bliss. Do the Ujjayi Pranayama and the Mula Bandha.
धोबूपगतली भूपरिधेरे कोर्माहिली ऐसे करे
From the same position, place the arms under the knees and hold on to the elbows from under the knees. Keep your gaze to the nose. Visualize Swamiji. Press the tongue against the roof of your mouth in the Kechari Mudra and do the Ujjayi Pranayama.
दोवू हाथ पग बाहर ल्यावे गोडा नीचे ले ठहरावे
The next asana is the Sumati Asana. Maintain the same hold under your knees. Bring the right foot over the left and cross the heels with the toes pointing up. Keep your gaze to the nose. Visualize the great sage Maharishi Sumati and do the Ujjayi Pranayama and the Mula Bandha.
मूलद्वारि धरति परिठाने डावा पग परिदच पद आने
The next asana is the Dandasana. Interlace your fingers, lift your fingers above your head and keep your legs flat on the ground with your knees straight. As much as you can, lift your hands up and stretch your body up. Keep your gaze to the nose. Engage in all the three bandhas. Visualize Swamiji and do the Ujjayi Pranayama.
इदानीं गर्भिणीनां योगाभ्यासो यथा लघु
Now bend forward and hold your feet with the hold your big feet in the Prana Mudra with your index and middle fingers as the Acharyas are demonstrating. Get your forehead towards the knees and the chest towards the thighs as much as you can. You don't have to force yourself. Do it as much as you can. Do it slowly. Visualize Swamiji. Do the Mula Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in your throat center.
दोवू पग मिलिवा पसारी पगा का अंगूठा पकड़ी लिलाट गोडा लगावे
The next asana is the Bidhokasana. Sit with the legs straight, extend the knees slightly up and have one hand distance between the heels. Bring the shoulders down and wrap the arms around the heels, around the soles and hold the feet and keep your gaze to the third eye, visualizing Swamiji and doing the Ujjayi Pranayama.
प्रथम प्रवेशे दोवू पाव पसारे खचक ऊर्ध को कुरडो दारे
The next asana is the Jalandhari Pavasana. Extend both the legs with the heels together. Place the chin, mouth and the nose on top of the heels. Insert the hands below the legs. Keep the elbows together on the ground along with the fingers. Palms facing upwards and gaze to the nose. Visualizing Swamiji. Do the Ujjayi Pranayama and the Moola Bandha.
दोहु एडी मेले के दीजे हाथ पसारी.
The next asana is the Urdhva Paschimottanasana. Sit and extend both the legs out. Lift one foot behind the neck. Lean forward and down as in Paschimottanasana. Visualize Swamiji. Do the Pratyahara Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
पश्चिमतानवत् संस्थितिं कृता एकं पादम्.
The next asana is the Anantasana. Lie down on the ground on the back and lift the right leg behind the neck. Left hand holds the foot from the top. Straighten the body. Concentrate on the prana moving from the Mooladhara chakra to the Brahmarandra and keep your gaze towards the nose. Visualize yourself as eternal or endless and you're infinite. Do the Pratyahara Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
उत्तानशयनि एकैकं पायि ग्रीवायां विन्यस्य.
The next asana is the Anantasana. The next asana is the Ankushasana. From the Anantasana, rest the elbows on the hands of the holding foot. Concentrate on prana moving from the Mooladhara chakra to the Brahmarandra and feel that you are completely in control of yourself, of your body and of your mind. Do the Pratyahara Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
उत्तानशयित एकैकं पादं ग्रीवायां कुर्वन्.
The next asana is the Drishasana. Lie down on the back, bring the knees to the chest, encircle the thighs and calves with the arms and roll the body from side to side, visualizing yourself as Swamiji. Do the Pratyahara Kumbhaka and the Moola Bandha.
उत्तानशयनं जानुनि हृदये वष्टं भजङ्गा सहितौरुणी.
Before we move on to the next asana, make sure to take photos of yourself and post in the social media. Take photos of yourself doing the asanas. Many participants are still not come into the camera. Please make sure to come in the camera and be in the camera. And all of you please do the yoga in the camera so the acharyas can guide you, and also take photos of yourself doing the yoga and post it in the social media in the link that has been given. The link is projected in the screen. You can just open that link and post your experiences or how you're feeling about the yoga and what experiences you're getting by doing this yoga and what kind of a power manifestation you are doing through the yoga and how you're able to do the asanas so much more when you're doing it with all the bandhas and the mudras and the authentic yoga from the source. Take photos of yourself doing the yoga, and you can even make a small testimony of yourself and post it in the social media. Let's just take quick 1 or 2 minutes and do this before we continue to the next asana.
Now we'll be repeating the Urja Paschimottanasana, the other side.
पश्चिमतानवत् संस्थितिं कृता एकं पादम्
Now repeat the Anantasana, the other side.
उत्तानशयिनि एकैकं पायी ग्रीवायां विन्यस्य
Now repeat the Ankushasana, the other side.
उत्तानशयित एकैकं पादं ग्रीवायां कुर्वन्
Next asana is Yoga Nidrasana. Now lift the legs one by one up behind the head and hold the hands behind the back and gaze to the nose. Visualize Swamiji, engage yourself in Mula Bandha and perform the Pratyahara Kumbhaka.
पादाभ्यां वेष्टयेत् कण्ठं हस्ताभ्यां पृष्ठबन्धनम्
Next asana is Atma Ramasana. Now while laying on the back, raise the legs towards the head, wrap hands around the legs and interlace the fingers behind the back. And gaze at the nose, visualize Lord Vishnu and engage yourself in Mula Bandha. And internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
आत्मराम आसन प्रथम सुधो सोवे पग ऊंचाई आगाने आने
Next asana, Kochikasana. Lay on the back and knees to the chest, soles facing up. Extend the arms sideways and gaze to the third eye. Visualize Swamiji, engage yourself in Mula Bandha and perform the Pratyahara Kumbhaka. And now see the penial floor and engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
दो हाथ छीड़ा सा करे तिनसो उबे सपा करे
Next asana is Jatara Parivritti. Next asana is Jatara Parivritti. Now lie on the back, keep the knees to the chest, arms reach to sides at shoulder level. One knee bent, twist and bring to ground on opposite side. Keep the other leg extended straight. Now keep both knees bent to one side and both legs straight to one side. Head should look in the opposite direction of the legs. Visualize Swamiji, engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
परिवृत्ति कुक्षिभागे धृदा हि परिकीर्तितः बद्धकोणं सुप्तकोणम् ऊर्ध्वकोणम् अथापि च
Next asana is Dvipada Now lie on the back, bend the knees and place the feet flat on the ground. Hold the ankles and lift the hips up and gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as sturdy as a bridge. Engage yourself in Jalandhara Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
प्रतिक्रियायुतं द्वन्द्वपीठं सर्वबलप्रदम्
Next asana is Paryankasana. Now lie on the back and place the feet flat on the mat. Bring arms over the head and place the hands flat on the mat with fingers pointing towards the feet. and engage yourself in Sahaja Kumbhaka. And seal the perineal floor and hold tightly by doing the Mula Bandha. And internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
तानशयनं हस्ततलाभ्यां भूमिम् अवष्टभ्यपादतलाभ्याम्
Next asana, Shotanasana. Lie on the back, keep the knees to the chest. Hands on the shoulders, move the hips in circular motion. Visualize that you are laying on your back like a dog. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and inhale and exhale, doing the Sahaja Kumbhaka, and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
उत्तानशयनं हस्ततलाभ्यां भूमिम् अवष्टभ्यपादतलाभ्याम्.
Next asana is Viparita Karani. Now lie supine and raise the hips and legs up. Bring the hands to lower back for support if needed. Keep the elbows and hands extend on the mat below, helping yourself balance the body as legs raised up straight. Visualize Swamiji, engage yourself in Jalandhara Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
शववच्छरीरं संस्थाप्य जानुनी सम्मील्य नाभौ आम्नीय.
Next asana is Viparita Karani 2. Lie supine and raise the hips and legs up. Visualize Swamiji, engage yourself in Jalandhara Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
भूतले स्वशिरो दत्त्वा खेनयेच्चरणद्वयं विपरीतकृतश्चैषा सर्वतन्त्रेषु गोपिता.
Next asana is Langalasana. Lay on the back, lift the hips and take the feet over the head. Keep the toes on the floor, hands stretched on the ground, palms clasped. Rest on the neck and shoulders. Visualize yourself as a plow. Engage yourself in Jalandhara Bandha and perform the Murcha Kumbhaka Pranayama and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
करणी विपरीताख्या सर्वाधिव्याधिनाशिनी.
Next asana, Saita Paschimottanasana. Lie on the back, keep the legs over the head. Toes pointed on the ground, keep the thighs to the chest and hold the toes. Keep the arms and legs straight. Visualize Paramashiva in your inner space. Engage yourself in Janandavanda, tucking the chin towards the chest. And internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
ग्रीवाकण्ठेन भूमिं विष्ठम्भपादाग्रद्वयम्.
Next asana, Supta Konasana. Now lie on the back, lift the legs, feet above the head. Toes touch the ground and hold the toes. Keep the legs wide apart. Keep the hips above the shoulders. Visualize Swamiji. Engage yourself in Jalandhara Bandha and perform the Mahavakya. Chant the Mahavakya internally. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
स्थानं शयित्वात् कुर्वीत शयितपश्चिमतानकम्
Next asana is Chakrasana. Now bring the legs over top of the head, toes on the ground. Hold the ankles, keeping the knees straight. Roll backwards onto back. Keeping the legs straight. Visualize yourself as chakra. Engage yourself in Jandrabandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
परिवृत्ति कुक्षिभागे ददाहि परिकीर्तितः बद्धकोणं सुप्तकोणम् ऊर्ध्वकोणम् अथापि च
Next asana, Supta Prasarita Padangushtasana. Lie on the back. Keep the legs vertical. Hold the big toes in Prana Mudra. Open the legs to wide. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha. And internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
शवासनस्थद्वौ पादौ कुर्यान्मस्तकतः परौ
Next asana is Supta Padangushtasana. Now lie on the back with legs extended straight up. Hold the big toes in Prana Mudra. Visualize Swamiji and engage yourself in Mula Bandha. And perform the Ujjayi Pranayama and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
शवासनस्थद्वौ पादौ कुर्यान्मस्तकतः परौ
Next asana is Matsyasana. Now from Shupta Padangushtasana, move the legs into Padmasana. Lay on the back and hold the opposite elbows over the head and gaze to the nose. Visualize Lord Matsya. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गष्ठप्रसारणे
Next asana is Parashuramasana. Now laying on the back in Padmasana, place backside of the right hand onto left palm. Place gaze to the nose. Visualize Lord Rama in your inner space. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha.
मुक्तपद्मासनं कृत्वा उत्तानशयनं चरेत् कूर्पराभ्यां शिरोवेष्ट्य मत्स्यासनं तु रोगः
Next asana is Sarvangasana. While laying on the back, keep the legs in Padmasana. Lift the hips and legs up. Hands should support the hips. Keep the elbows on the floor. Tuck the chin to the chest and gaze to the nose. Visualize Swamiji. Engage. Now tuck the chin towards the chest and do the Jalandhara Bandha. And internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
प्रथमकरे पद्मासन आछे सूधोऽसो वे भूपरिपाछे
Next asana is Vrishchikasana. Now lay on the back, one foot on opposite thigh. Lift the other knee towards the head. Extend both arms straight and hook fingers forward and gaze to the third eye. Visualize yourself as a scorpion. Engage yourself in Jalandhara Bandha. And internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
प्रथम करे पद्मासन आछे सूधो सोवे भूपरि पाछे
Next asana will be repeating the Vrishtikasana, the other side.
अथ वक्षेत्र संक्षेपात् सर्वांगासनमुत्तमम्
Next asana is Vrishapadakshepasana. Now lie on the back, interlace the fingers around the neck. Lift both feet off the ground, extending one leg straight and the other knee to the chest. Alternate, extending and raising the knee again and again. Visualize Swamiji. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha. And just inhale and exhale. And internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
प्रथम शयन सूधो शीशकेशकी संधि सुदाखे
Next asana is Marotananasana. Lie on the back, lift the legs one by one, touching the ears with the knees. Visualize Swamiji. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha. And internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
प्रथम शयन सूधो शीशकेशकी संधि सुदाखे
Next asana is Brikasana. Now while laying on the back, place the soles of feet flat on the ground. Stand up and then sit back down. Visualize yourself as a wolf. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha, sealing the perineal fluid tightly and holding it. And just inhale and exhale, doing the Saja Kumbhaka Pranayama. And internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
प्रथम शयन सूधो शीशकेशकी संधि सुदाखे
Next asana is Lutasana. Now lay on the back, quickly throw the legs above the head and completely roll over. Finish in prone position. Repeat this 1 or 2, 3 times. Visualize Swamiji and just continue to do the Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
उत्तान शयनं पादौ शिर उल्लङ्घ्य भूमौ
Next asana is Saratasana. Lie on your belly with toes extended. Keep the hands on the ground by shoulders. Contract lips and make sound like a float, whistling while inhaling. Remember that you are the warrior into a battle. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
युज्य शयनं कृत्वा नाभिं भूमौ निधाय स्तम्भध्यस्ताभ्याम्
Next asana is Dehalullanganasana. Now place the palms on the mat in plank position. Jump legs forward and back between the arms. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and perform the Sahaja Kumbhaka and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
हस्तद्वयं बद् हस्तद्वयं बद्ध्वा तन्मध्याचरणद्वयं
Next asana is Jatyasana. From standing position, bend forward and place the hands on the mat. Walk back and forth. Visualize yourself as a 60-year-old elephant. And engage yourself in Sahaja Kumbhaka and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अथ जात्यासनं वक्ष्ये येन जातिस्मरो भवेत्
Next, we'll be doing the Lolitika Karana. Stand with the knees bent and feet pointing outwards. Bend the elbows and keep the hands at chest level. Swiftly move the arms across the body and bring back to center. And now tilt the head back and open the chest up towards the sky and move the head in all directions.
अथ सर्पासनं वक्ष्ये वायुपानाय केवलम्
Next asana, Sarpasana. Now tie the feet with the rope, stand erect like a rod. Keep the arms at the sides, hands touch the thighs. Visualize your Kundalini Devi raising and curling upward around the body. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha. And inhale and exhale doing the Sahaja Kumbhaka. And internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अथ सर्पासनं वक्ष्ये वायुपानाय केवलम्
Next asana is Ushtrasadhanasana. Now while standing, place all fingers on the mat and then stand on the feet. Keep the feet on the fists and begin to move and walk like a camel. Visualize yourself as a camel, engage yourself in Mula Bandha, and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
मुष्टिकनिष्टिकाप्रदेशेन भूमौ निधाय उपरिपादतले संस्थाप्य
Next asana is Ashwasana. Now while standing, place all fingers on the mat and then stand on the feet. Now keep the feet on the fists and begin to move and walk like a horse. Visualize yourself as a horse and engage yourself in Mula Bandha. Perform the Sahaja Kumbhaka and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
मुष्टिकनिष्टिकाप्रदेशेन भूमौ निधाय
Next asana is Kapotani Takasana. Now stand straight with feet together. Interlace the fingers, hands behind the back and pull them down towards the calves. Open up your chest. Visualize yourself as soaring, as bird diving. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
पादतले भूमौ निधाय पृष्ठभागेन हस्तौ
Next asana is Tala Pushpapadam Karana. Now stand tall with palms together in Namaskara Mudra. Gently bend the knees and keep the toes pointing outwards. Simultaneously open up the palms and raise one heel off the ground, slightly lowering the waist and shoulder of respective heel. Visualize that you are holding, offering a bucket of flowers to Paramashiva.
पादतले भूमौ निधाय पृष्ठभागेन हस्तौ
Next asana is Khadgasana. Now laying on the stomach, jump feet up towards the hand and stand. Bring palms together, forming the horn of rhinoceros. Visualize yourself as a rhinoceros. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and perform the Saja Kumbhaka Pranayama and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
नुजःसरतमासनं कृत्वा पादतलाभ्यो भूमिम् अवष्टभ्य उत्तिष्ठेत् खड्गासनं भवति
Is Uttanotanam. Now sit down all the way or as low as you can to the ground. Stand up and do like this again and again. Visualize Swamiji and just inhale and exhale doing the Saja Kumbhaka and perform the Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
पुनः पुनः उत्थातव्यम् असितव्यम् इति उत्थानोत्थानं भवति
Next asana is Musalasana. Now stand up straight, raise the arms over the head and jump repeatedly. Visualize yourself as a mace and engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
सरलं स्थित्वा ऊर्ध्वं बाहू नयेत् वारं वारमुड्डानं कृत्वा
Next asana is Uchirshakasana. Now from standing position, pull the sole of one foot towards your belly. With the other leg, sit down and stand up. Alternate both sides. Visualize Swamiji and engage yourself in Mula Bandha and perform the Saja Kumbhaka Pranayama.
हस्तद्वयेन धृत्वा तिष्ठेत् ऊर्ध्वशकं भवति
Next will be doing the Parshva Janukarana. Now stand and keep one leg slightly bent with toes pointing to the side. Bend and lift the opposite knee towards the chest, pointing the toes downwards. And keep the arm holding the knee with the hand pointing outwards and closed into a fist. Let opposite hand hang down on top of the thigh and wrist twisted and fingers pointing towards the center of the body. Next asana is Tandavasana. Now on one leg, lower the body to the mat and then stand straight. Lifting the raised leg to opposite thigh. Visualize yourself fiercely dancing as Shiva. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and inhale and exhale doing the Saja Kumbhaka. And perform the Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
एकेन पादेन स्थातव्यं ताण्डवासनं भवति
Next asana is Brahmanasana. Now place the left foot on the inner right thigh and stand erect on the mat like a rod. Keep the hands by the sides. Visualize yourself being blessed by Lord Brahma. Engage yourself in Saja Kumbhaka and perform the Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
ब्राह्मणासनमावक्ष्ये यत् कृत्वा ब्राह्मणो भवेत्
Next asana is Garudasana 3. Now stand tall and wrap left leg over and around the right knee. Tuck the left toes on the other side of the right calf and simultaneously cross the left arm below the right and bringing the palms together. Visualize yourself as Lord Garuda. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
उत्तानकूर्मपीठं च सैंहं गरुडमेव च वातायनं गोमुखं च भारद्वाजं त्रिविक्रमम्
Next asana is Ekabadasana. Now stand straight on the right leg, keep the left foot on the opposite thigh. Hands relaxed by the knees. Visualize Swamiji. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha.
दक्षाघ्रिं वामपादस्य जङ्घोपरिनिधाय च
Next asana is Dhruvasana. Stand on the right leg, hold big toe of the left foot and straighten out to side. Rotate your body quickly on standing leg. Visualize the pole star and engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
एकेन हस्तेन दण्डरूपस्य एकस्य पादस्याग्रं धृत्वा
Next asana is Trivikramasana. Now stand on the right leg and lift the left foot and behind the neck and stand tall. Alternate sitting and standing. Visualize Lord Vishnu in your inner space. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
विवेकेन पादेन स्थातव्यं उत्थातव्यं ताण्डवासनं भवति
Next asana is Parshvajanukarana. Now stand and keep one leg slightly bent with toes pointing to the side. Now bend and lift the opposite knee towards the chest, pointing the toes downwards. Keep the arm holding the knee with hand pointing outwards and closed into a fist. Let opposite hand hang down on top of the thigh. Keep the wrist twisted and fingers pointing towards the center of the body.
एकेन पादेन स्थातव्यं ताण्डवासनं भवति
Now repeat the Tandavasana, the other side.
एकेन पादेन स्थातव्यं ताण्डवासनं भवति
Now repeat the Brahmanasana, the other side.
ब्राह्मणासनमावक्ष्ये यत्कृत्वा ब्राह्मणो भवेत्
Now repeat the Garudasana 3, the opposite side.
उत्तानकूर्मपीठं च सैंहं गर्णमेव च वातायनं गोमुखं च भारद्वाजं त्रिविक्रमम्
Now repeat the Ekapadasana, the other side. Now perform the Dhruvasana, the opposite side.
एकेन हस्तेन दण्डरूपस्य एकस्य पादस्याघ्रं धृत्वा
Now repeat the Trivikramasana, the opposite side.
एकेन पादेन स्थातव्यम् उत्थातव्यं ताण्डवासनं भवति
Next we'll be doing the Samanakakarana. Stand with the feet close together and toes pointed slightly out. Keep both hands to the sides of the body. And just relax, inhale and exhale. Next asana is Gorakjariasana. Now stand erect and then bend forward. Bring both hands underneath knees and make a finger lock. Sit in a squatting position and let the finger lock touch the navel. Visualize the great sage Goraknatha. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and perform the Jivachala Kumbhaka. Very forcefully move the retained prana through all the limbs of the body in upward and downward. And just slowly exhale.
प्रथम युभोः ये बहुरीनीचौ पुनिहोवे
Asana is Kanchasana. Now insert the hands between the thighs and calves, then wrap around behind the butt. Squat down and hold the hands behind and keep the chest upright. Visualize Swamiji, engage yourself in Mulabandha and perform the Jiva Chalakumbhaka.
उरुमध्यात् हस्तौ निवेश्य नितम्बं धृत्वा
Next asana is Bairu's asana. Bring feet together and sit in squatting posture. Hold the hands at the back and sit upright. Gaze at the navel. Visualize Bhagavan Kalabhairava, the Lord of Time, and engage yourself in Mulabandha and perform the Jiva Chalakumbhaka.
दोवू पगा की थल्या की माहिली कोर मिलाई
Next asana is Varahasana. Now squat all the way down to the ground and keep your feet together. Toes apart, bring your elbows up and close to the head and palms join over back facing downward and gaze to the nose. Visualize a boar and engage yourself in Mulabandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
पाथली की माहिली कोर मिलाई फना पानी उकड़वे से एढ़ी मूल द्वार नीचे राशे
Next asana is Pripitasana. Now keep the heels touching. Bring your hips to the same level as your knees. Let the hands hang down, fingertips touching the mat in front of you. Visualize Swamiji. And engage yourself in Mulabandha. And continue to do the Jiva Chalakumbhaka, where you forcefully move the retained prana through all the limbs of the body in upward and downward, and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
पार्ष्णिद्वय सम्मील्य स्थित्वा नितम्बं जानुप्रदेशे आनीय
Next asana is Bakasana. Now place the hands on the mat with fingers wide. Place your knees on the back of the arms. Keep the eyes forward and down. Visualize yourself as a crow. Engage yourself in Mulabandha and perform the Jiva Chalakumbhaka and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
हस्ताभ्याम् अवनिमवष्टम्भः जानुद्वयं नाभौ सम्मील्य
Asana Shrishtaga Kapalyasana. Now keep the knees down, head on the ground and palms spread for support. Raise the body on head and legs into Padmasana. Visualize Swamiji, engage yourself in Mulabandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
आसनकौ गुणकपाल आचौ होयि
Asana is Guptasana. Now keep the toes flat, touching the opposite feet. Sit down between the feet and let the heels come outside the hips. Keep the hands on the knees and sit straight. Gaze to the nose. Visualize that you are Paramashiva. Engage yourself in Mulabandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
जानोर्वोरन्तरे पादौ कृत्वा पादौ च गोपयेत्
Next asana is Vrikshasana 2. Now keep the hands on the ground, fingers wide. Lift the body up straight. And this asana should be practiced to purify the 7 chakras. Visualize that you are the tree with deep roots into the ground. And now engage yourself in Mulabandha and perform Saja Kumbhaka Pranayama.
सप्तचक्रक्षालनाय वृक्षासनविशेषकान्
Next asana, Shibu asana. Now place the hands together on the ground. Bring the legs up straight and knees and feet together. Gaze to the third eye. Visualize the tejas flowing to the third eye and engage yourself in Mula Bandha. And perform the Sahaja Kumbhaka and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
दोवू पग जोड़ी माही गुल्प मिलाई उभौ हो ये दोवू हाथ जोड़ी संपुट करे आकाश दिश शोधो पसारे
Next asana is Matsyasana 2. Now from Bakasana, jump legs back onto hands and feet. Keep the palms by the chest, body pressed off the mat. Push the body up and down again and again. Visualize yourself as a fish. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha. And perform the Sahaja Kumbhaka and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
निब्जशयनं कूर्परो पार्श्वभागाय मूर्ध्वकृत्य हस्ततलाभ्याम्
Next asana, Sarpasana 2. Now lie prone on belly, keep the hands on the hips. Extend the legs jointly and point the toes. Lift the chest to the right and left and right like a snake. Visualize and move your body like a snake. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and perform the Sahaja Kumbhaka and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
निब्जशयनं कृत्वा हस्तौ नितम्बं संस्थाप्य
Next asana is Niralambanasana. Now lie on prone on belly, keep the hands in Padma Mudra. Holding the chin, keep the legs straight and toes pointed together. Feel completely self-supported and engage yourself in Mula Bandha and perform Sahaja Kumbhaka Pranayama.
कराभ्यां पङ्कजं कृत्वा तिष्ठेत् कूर्परया सुधीः
Next asana is Chatrasana. Now lie on the stomach, place the hands flat on the mat in front. Straighten arms and bend the knees, bringing the feet towards the upper back. Lift up the head and chest. See yourself as an umbrella, protecting your guru from the sun rays. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अर्ध्यासनवस्थित्वा हस्ततलाभ्यां भूमिम् अवष्टभ्यमुन्नयेत् छत्रासनं भवति
Next asana is Vajrasana. Now sit on the knees with top of the feet flat on the mat. Bring butt onto heels, stretch arms in front and palms facing down. Place the forehead on the mat. Visualize that you are a weapon of Indra. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and perform the Sahaja Kumbhaka.
इदानीं गर्भिणीनां योगाभ्यासो यथा लघु
Next asana is Meshasana. Now from Gajasana, alternate striking the ground with the hands. Experience yourself as powerful as a ram. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha. And just inhale and exhale doing the Sahaja Kumbhaka and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
गजासनसंस्थितो एकैकं बाहुं भूमौ ताडयेत् मेषासनं भवति
Next asana is Ajasana. Now from Gajasana, just lift the legs into the air and slowly bring the forehead to the ground. Visualize yourself as unborn, existing for all eternity. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
गजासनसंस्थितो पादद्वयम् अन्तराले कृत्य मस्तकेन भूमिं स्पृशेत्
Next asana is Dhanantarasana. Now sit on the heels and keep the legs together. Interlace the fingers around the toes and first pull the feet towards the perineum and then place hands on the respective knees. Keep the spine straight and gaze to the nose. Visualize Swamiji. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
पूरभविधि परिहाता की काकसीस्यौ फणाशरा मोडी
Next asana, Sangamottanam. Interlace your fingers in front and then behind you. Stretch arms forward to the sides and backwards, giving massage to various different joints and muscles. Visualize Swamiji and engage yourself in Mulabandha and perform the Ujjayi Pranayama and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
हस्तयो अङ्गुलीर्भद्वा हस्तयोर्मध्यात् सर्वमङ्गं निष्कासयित्वा तिष्ठेत् अङ्गमोत्तटनं भवति.
Next asana is Garudasana 4. Now sit on the heels in Vajrasana. Keep the feet turned out to sides. Thighs and knees rest on the ground. Keep the spine straight and hands on the knees. Visualize Lord Garuda and engage yourself in Mulabandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
जङ्घोरुभ्यां धरां पीड्य स्थिरकायो द्विजानुना.
Next asana is Ananda Mandirasana. Now sit with the legs folded back, keep the knees wide, front of the buttocks on the ground and gaze to the third eye. Reside in the blissful space of a temple and engage yourself in Mulabandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अथ वक्षे वीरनाथ आनन्दमन्दिरासनम्.
Next asana is Mandukasana 2. Now keep the knees wide and sit on the ankles, hands under the knees and gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as a frog. Engage yourself in Uddiyana Bandha, sucking the stomach in and holding it. And internally chant Mahavakya.
पृष्ठं सम्पीड्य गुल्फाभ्यां जान्वङ्गे सवलयाकृतिः.
Next asana is Narasimhasana. Now keep your toes on the mat and heels up and together. Place the perineum on heels, place palms on the ground. Spread fingers wide and thumbs touching. Base of the hand touching the toes and gaze to the nose. Stick out tongue and exhale. Visualize Lord Narasimha and engage yourself in Ujjayi Pranayama and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
दोवो फनापानि होय वेसे एडी मेलिरगुदानि वेसे.
Next asana is Bisrakasana. Now sit on the toes and place the perineum on heels. Separate the knees sidewards and place it on the ground. Make a hollow of palms and place it on the mouth. Keep the thumbs under the teeth and close the lips. Gaze to the nose. Inhale through Pingala Nadi and exhale through mouth to capacity. Visualize yourself as Devi. Engage yourself in Mulabandha and perform the Bisraka Pranayama.
दोवो पगा की एडी जोई गोडा फनोवानो फुनि होई.
Next asana is Makadasana. Now sit together and top of the feet on the ground. Sit on the heels and bend elbows, bringing the fingers to armpits. Imitate as if a monkey is scratching and gaze to the third eye. Visualize yourself as a playful monkey and engage yourself in Mulabandha and perform the Ujjayi Pranayama.
दोवो पगथली संपुट आने तनकी पिष्टि भूमि परिठाने.
Next asana is Vajra Shankarasana. Now stand on the toes and keep the soles of the feet together. Sit on the heels and knees wide and off the floor. Hold the elbows behind the back and gaze to the nose. Embody a diamond-like strength for yourself and engage yourself in Mulabandha and perform the Ujjayi Pranayama and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
प्रथम फनापानि होय वेसे दोवो एडी गुदानि वेसे.
Next asana is Kanchanasana. Now keep the toes down, ankles crossed behind and sit on the heels. Visualize perfect health and sitting, sucking the stomach in. Engage yourself in Uddiyana Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
भञ्जनासनमावक्ष्ये यत्कृत्वा सुस्थिरो भवेत्।
Next asana is Kurmasana. Now with toes flat, cross the feet and place perineum on back of the heels. Visualize the turtle, engage yourself in Mula Bandha and perform the Ujjayi Pranayama.
गुल्फौ च वृषणस्यादः वित्क्रमेण समाहितौ ऋजुकायशिरो ग्रीवं कूर्मासनमितीरितम्।
Next asana is Yogasana. Now with toes flat, cross the feet and place the perineum on back of the heels and gaze to the nose. Visualize Swamiji, engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
गुडं नियम्य गुल्फाभ्यां क्रमेण समाहितः।
Next asana is Vijogasana. Now stand on the knees and cross ankles behind. Keep the feet near opposite knee. Hold the calves with fingers inside and thumbs outside and gaze to the third eye. Visualize the space of eternal oneness. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and perform the Ujjayi Pranayama.
गोडां वानौ उभौ होयि गोडा आडारा खेदोयि।
Asana is Ushtrasana 2. Now get yourself to the kneeling position, bend backwards, hold the ankles with the hands and keep the arms straight. Push hips forward until the head back. Visualize yourself as a camel. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and perform the Ujjayi Pranayama and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
मेरुदण्डग्रन्थिदाढ्य सम्पिपादयिषुः पुमान्।
Next asana is Jatyasana 2. Now with heels together, hands on the soles of the feet and slowly lean back. Bring the elbows down to the mat. Place back of the head on the mat and gaze to the nasal. Experience yourself as lotus blooming and engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
दोवु एडी सम्पुटकरे सोले मूलद्वारितरिधेरै।
Next asana is Viratasana. Now sit on the knees with thighs and calves together. Lean back and touch your back to the ground and then rise up. Use support of the hands if needed. Do like this again and again. Visualize the healing and engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
जङ्घा प्रतिभूमौ निधाय जङ्घोदरयोः।
Next asana is Kapotasana. From Viratasana, raise the hips higher and bring forearms on the mat. Hold back of the heels and bring head in between the feet. Visualize yourself as a beautiful dove. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
मेरुदण्डग्रन्थिदार्ढ्य सम्पिपादयिषुः पुमान्।
Next asana is Varasana. Now stand upright on the knees with toes tucked. Hold the arms with opposite hands and gaze to the nose. Visualize Paramashiva in your inner space. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
जानुनी भूमौ संस्थाप्य हस्ताभ्यां बाहुपरस्परम्।
Next asana is Varahasana 2. Now keep the knees together and toes tucked. Lean forward and bring the elbows to the mat. Hands holding the head. Rest the head on hands and heels on butt. Visualize yourself as a boar and Engage yourself in Mulabandha and perform the Ujjayi Pranayama and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
सूर्यं चन्द्रं वेधनान्याशनानि कथ्यन्ते कूर्परौ भूमौ स्थापयित्वा
Asana Sandasana. Now kneel down on head between the knees, elbows adjacent to the knees and hands hold the head. Exhale through the mouth. Visualize Swamiji. Engage yourself in Mulabandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
अधो मुण्डासनं वक्षे सर्वेषां प्राणिनां सुखं प्रथमपगथली समटहरावे कोरमाहुली उभे मिलावे.
Next asana is Viparita Shalabhasana. Now lie on the belly. Extend arms extended straight out. Lift the thighs, arms and chest off the ground. Visualize yourself as a locust. Engage yourself in Mulabandha and perform the Saja Kumbhaka and internally chant Mahavakya.
प्रथमपगथली समटहरावे कोरमाहुली उभे मिलावे.
Next asana is Kapalasana. Now lie on the belly. Keep the arms at the sides, palms down. Keep the forehead on the ground. Keep the chest on the mat and lift the legs up together. Visualize yourself as a skull. Engage yourself in Mulabandha and perform the Saja Kumbhaka Pranayama.
शलभासनभेदाश्च नटभेरुण्डनामके गण्डभेरुण्डसहिते शीर्षदण्डासनं तथा.
Next asana is Akasha Kapotasana. Now lie on the stomach, hands by the sides. Lift the legs up over the head and slowly place the feet on the mat in front of the head. Keep the palms flat on the mat behind. Visualize yourself as a free, open dove. Engage yourself in Mulabandha and perform the Saja Kumbhaka Pranayama.
कपालं भूमौ निधाय ऊर्ध्वं पादौ नयेत्.
Next asana is Chatakasana. Now sit on the knees and bring the chest down so the navel touches the knees. Keep the hands flat on the mat and forearms on the ground. Be sturdy. Visualize yourself as a sparrow. Engage yourself in Mulabandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
उष्ट्रासने स्थित्वा चरणौ भूमेरुत्ताप्य.
Next asana is Vrishchikasana 2. Now keep the knees down, hands and elbows on the mat. Raise the legs and bend the back to touch the feet on the head. Lift the chin and hold. Visualize yourself as a scorpion. Engage yourself in Saja Kumbhaka and internally chant Mahavakya.
कूर्परपर्यन्तौ हस्तौ धारामवष्टम्भजानुनि.
Next asana is Vrishasana. Now place the perineum down on the right heel. Keep the left foot outside of the hip and ankle to the side. Place the hands on the mat resembling a bull. Visualize that you are a bull. Engage yourself in Mulabandha. Perform the Antaranga Kumbhaka, where you forcefully draw the air in and then hold it for a short while and then leave it in a very controlled manner.
याम्यगुल्फे पादमूले वामभागे पदेतरम्.
Next asana is Lolasanam. Now from kneeling position, place the hands flat on the mat in front. Lift the knees off the ground and cross the toes of the left feet over top of the right. Balance above the mat. Visualize Swamiji. Engage yourself in Mulabandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda.
लोलासनं सदा कुर्याद् वायुलोलापघातनात्.
Repeat the Vrishasana, the other side.
याम्यगुल्फे पादमूले वामभागे पदेतरम्.
Repeat the Balagunasana. Next asana is Balagunasana. Now place the left toes on the ground and sit on the heel of the left foot. Place the right foot flat on the ground with the knee raised towards the chest. Keep the palms on the respective knees. Maintain an upright position. Visualize Balaguna high, one of the 84 siddhas in your inner space, and continue to do the Antaranga Kumbhaka and internally chant Mahavakya.
आसन कौगुन जल विकार जाई.
Next asana is Grahasana. Now squat with the feet flat on the mat, bring elbows under the thighs, and wrap hands around the shins. Hold on to ankles from the outside. Visualize yourself as the entire planet. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
पादतले भूमौ निधाय भूमौ संस्थाप्य जानुमध्ये कूर्परौ.
Repeat the Balaguna Asana, the opposite side.
आसन कौगुन जल विकार जाई.
Asana is Utkatasana. Now squat on the toes with the heels up and knees off the mat. Place the perineum on heels and hands on the respective knees. Keep the spine upright. Visualize Swamiji. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Asana is Vajrashankarasana 2. Now sit on the toes with perineum on heels and soles together. Keep the knees wide and off the ground. Visualize Swamiji. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and continue to do the Antaranga Kumbhaka.
प्रथम फना पानी होय वैसे जैसे दोवु एडी गुदानी वैसे.
Next asana is Anilasana. Now squat with the feet hip width apart, hands under the soles of the feet from inside. Keep the palms down, arms straight, and elbows together at navel, gaze at the nose. Visualize that you are able to consume and live off air alone. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha. Internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
दोवु हाथ भूम परिठानी कहुनी जाड़ी ना भी लगा आने.
Next asana is Padukasana. Now place back of the hands on the mat with fingers facing towards the body. Step feet on top of the hands. Hands should wrap around the feet like a shoe and walk around. Visualize that you are wearing padukas and engage yourself in Mula Bandha and continue to do the Antaranga Kumbhaka.
हस्ततलयोः पादतले कृत्वा तिष्ठेत् गच्छेत् पादुका.
Next asana is Kukkutorana. Now place the palms on the mat, raise both feet upwards into the air and let them fall back down. Do like this again and again. Visualize that yourself as a rooster and engage yourself in Mula Bandha and perform the Antaranga Kumbhaka.
हस्ततले भूमौ कृत्वा पादतले च ऊर्ध्वमुड्डानं कृत्वा.
Next asana is Viparita Nrityasana. Now place the hands on the mat, raise legs upwards into a handstand. Move around on two hands dancing. Feel yourself become free of all inhibitions. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and inhale and exhale doing the Sahaja Kumbhaka Pranayama.
हस्ततलाभ्यां भूमिम् अवष्टभ्य ऊर्ध्वपादाग्रे कुर्वन्.
Next asana is Kunjarasana. Now separate the feet and place one palm down on the mat with arms straight. Bring opposite hand to the head and be stable. Visualize Swamiji. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and inhale and exhale doing the Sahaja Kumbhaka Pranayama.
हस्ततलाभ्यां भूमिम् अवष्टभ्य ऊर्ध्वपादाग्रे कुर्वन्
Next, we'll be repeating the Kunjarasana, the other side.
कुञ्जरासनमावक्ष्ये यत्कृत्वा सुस्थिरो भवेत्
Next asana is Kadambasana. Now sit on the ground with feet flat and heels close to the body. Hold the respective ankles and lift the feet off the ground. Visualize yourself as a Kadamba tree. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha. Inhale and exhale doing the Saja Kumbhaka Pranayama.
पार्ष्णिभ्यां भूमिम् अवष्टभ्य हस्तद्वयेन गुल्फौ धृत्वा
Next asana is Pavana Muktasana. Now sit with the heels at perineum. Hold the knees with the hands and press them towards the chest. Visualize air flowing inside your body and engage yourself in Saja Kumbhaka. Just inhale and exhale and perform the Mula Bandha.
द्वयोस्तु पादयोः पाणिं लात्वा स्वस्वनितम्बके
Next asana is Chakorasana. Now sit and lift one leg behind the head and place both hands flat on the mat and extend opposite leg up with knee straight. Lift the entire body off the ground and keep the chin up. Visualize yourself as a powerful source of energy and engage yourself in Mula Bandha, seeing the perineum flow tightly and just inhale and exhale doing the Saja Kumbhaka Pranayama.
पूर्वतानां चतुष्पादपीठं वज्रासनं तथा
Next asana is Dhanurasana 2. Now sitting on the ground, hold the left toes with the left hand, index and middle finger. Pull the foot to the left ear. Extend the right leg out and keep it straight. Hold the big toe with the right hand. Visualize yourself as a bow and engage yourself in Mula Bandha and continue to do the Sahaja Kumbhaka.
पादाङ्गुष्ठौ तु पाणिभ्यां गृहीत्वा श्रवणावधि
Asana is Ashtavakrasana. Now lift the left leg over top of the left shoulder, bring the right foot across and hook on the left top of the left foot. Lean forward and down while extending the legs out to the left. Lift up the head and chest, find balance. Visualize yourself as a flying crane. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and perform Saja Kumbhaka Pranayama.
वासिष्ठमतकौण्डिन्यम् ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटमेव च अष्टावक्रमथोत्तानं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनम्
Next asana is Pranasana. Now place the right foot on the left thigh and bring the left foot flat on the ground. Have the left shoulder underneath, raise left leg and place the hands flat on the ground. Visualize that you are immortal and engage yourself in Mula Bandha and perform the Saja Kumbhaka Pranayama.
एतत् प्रभेदं वक्ष्यामि करोति यः स चामरः
Asana is Parsha Matsyendrasana. Now place the right foot at the root of the left thigh. Then the left leg by the side of the right knee. Hold the left leg by the right hand and twist the body and remain steady. Visualize the great sage Yogi Matsyendranatha. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and perform Saja Kumbhaka Pranayama.
वामोर्मूलार्पितदक्षपादो जान्वोर्बहिर्वेष्टितदक्षदोष्णा प्रगृह्य तिष्ठेत् परिवर्तिताङ्गः श्रीमत्स्यनाथोदितमासनं स्यात्
Now repeat the Chakorasana, the other side.
पूर्वतानां चतुष्पाद पीठं वज्रासनं तथा चकोरक्रौञ्च शलभं भुजङ्गमपवृश्चिकम्
Now repeat the Dhanurasana 2, the opposite side.
पादाङ्गुष्ठौ तु पाणिभ्यां गृहीत्वा श्रवणावधि धनुराकर्षकाकृष्टं धनुरासनमीरितम्
Now repeat the Ashtavakrasana, the other side.
वासिष्ठमतकौण्डिन्यम् ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटमेव च अष्टावक्रमथोत्तानं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनम्
Now repeat the Pranasana, the opposite side.
एतत् प्रभेदं वक्ष्यामि करोति यः स चामरः
Now repeat the Parshva Matsyendrasana, the opposite side.
वामोर्मूलार्पितदक्षपादो जान्वोर्बहिर्वेष्टितदक्षदोष्णा प्रगृह्य तिष्ठेत् परिवर्तिताङ्गः श्रीमत्स्यनाथोदितमासनं स्यात्
Next asana is Ardha Paschimottanasana. Now keep one leg straight and press the perineum with the other heel. Keep the chest forward and down. Hold your toes and keep the feet and bring head towards the knee. Visualize Swamiji. Engage yourself in Molabandha and perform the Jiva Chala Kumbhaka.
एकं पादं प्रसार्य एकं पादस्य पार्श्विना सीवनि सम्पीदड्य
Next asana is Crouch Asana. Now place your left ankle outside of the hip. Hold the sole of the right foot and lift the leg up towards the forehead. And keep the knees straight and gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as a crane. Engage yourself in Mulabandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
एकं पादं प्रसार्य एकं पादस्य पार्श्विना सीवनि सम्पीदड्य
Repeat the Ardha Paschimottanasana, the other side.
एकं पादं प्रसार्य एकं पादस्य पार्श्विना सीवनि सम्पीदड्य
Now repeat the Crouch Asana, the opposite side.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गष्ठप्रसारणे
Next asana, Swastikasana. Now sit with the soles between the thighs and calves. Keep the spine straight and palms rest on the knees. Visualize Swastika and engage yourself in Mulabandha and internally chant Mahavakya.
जानोर्वोरन्तरे सम्यक् कृत्वा पादतले उभे ऋजुकाय समासीनः स्वस्तिकं तत् प्रचक्षते
Next asana is Gorakshasana. Now keep the feet in same position, cover the heels with the respective hands, tuck the chin to the chest and gaze to the tip of the nose. Visualize the great sage Goraknatha. Engage yourself in Jalandhara Bandha and perform the Jiva Chala Kumbhaka.
जानोर्वोरन्तरे पादौ उत्तानौ व्यक्तसंस्थितौ गुल्फौ छाच्छाद्य हस्ताभ्याम् उत्तानाभ्यां प्रयत्नतः
Next asana is Bhagasana 2. Now bring the left heel to the perineum and right foot on the left thigh. Close the eyes with index finger and nose with the middle fingers and ears with the thumbs. Gaze at the third eye. Meditate on Harihanta. Visualize Swamiji. Engage yourself in Mulabandha and perform the Shanmukhi Mudra.
वामपार्श्वौ गुदं स्थाप्य दक्षाङ्घ्रिं वामजगने
Next asana is Yogasana 2. Place the feet on top of the opposite knees. Place the hands on the ground. Palms facing up. Keep the spine straight and gaze to the nose. Visualize Swamiji. Engage yourself in Mulabandha and perform the Kaka Chanchukumbhaka, where you just without touching the front teeth, just the tongue near them, and you should draw the air in by making the lips like a beak of a crow.
उत्तानौ चरणौ कृत्वा संस्थाप्योपरि जानुनोः
Asana is Urdhva Kukkutasana. Now from Padmasana, place the hands flat on the mat beside the body. Press the hands into the mat and lift the knees off the ground. Balance above the ground. Visualize yourself as a rooster. Engage yourself in Mulabandha and perform the Kaka Chanchukumbhaka.
वासिष्ठमतकौण्डिन्यम् ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटमेव च अष्टावक्रमथोत्तानं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनम्
Next asana Siddha Haratali Asana. From Padmasana, insert both hands through the knees and place them on the mat. Avoid lifting the body up and stay seated on the mat and gaze to the nose. Visualize Swamiji. Engage yourself in Mulabandha and perform the Kaka Chanchukumbhaka.
प्रथमं पद्मासन को करे हस्तुदोवु गोडासन्धिधेरै
Next asana is Hamsasana. And from Padmasana, place the hands on the mat through gaps at the calves and thighs. Lift the thighs up to the shoulder and legs off the mat. Stay above the mat and gaze through the nose. Visualize yourself as a swan. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha. And internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
कुटासनवस्थित्वा स्कन्धपर्यन्तम् ऊरोनि नीत्वा तिष्ठेत् हंसासनं भवति
Next asana is Karmukasana. Now from Padmasana, place the hands between the thighs and calves. While sitting, reach hands behind the body and interlace the fingers. Bring forehead to the floor and gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as Lord Shiva's bow. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
प्रथमपद्मासन को करे गोडासन्धिमा हि करिधेरै
Next asana is Kurmasana 2. Now from Padmasana, insert both hands through the thighs and calves. Bend the elbows and hold the respective shoulders with the hands. Visualize that you are a turtle. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and perform the Kaka Chanchukumbaka.
वामी जङ्घपर दक्षिणपाव दाहिनी जङ्घपर बामील्याव
Next asana is Granthi Bedasana. Now from Padmasana, insert both hands through the thighs and calves. Bend the elbows and hold the respective shoulders with the hands. Bend the head down and tuck the chin to the chest and gaze to the nose. Visualize that you are Paramashiva. Engage yourself in Jayendra Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अथ वक्षे नीलकण्ठ ग्रन्थिभेदासनं शुभम्
Next asana is Uttana Kurmasana. From Padmasana, insert both hands through the thighs and calves. Lay on the back and bend the elbows and hold the respective shoulders with the hands. Visualize that you are a turtle. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
कुक्कुटासनबन्धस्थं कराभ्यां धृतकन्दरं पीठं कूर्मावदुत्तानम् एतदुत्तानकूर्मकम्
Next asana is Pangu Kukkutasana. Now from Padmasana, place both hands through the gap of the thighs and calves. Place one hand flat on the mat and hold its wrist with the other hand. Lift the body up and hold. Visualize yourself as a rooster. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
कुक्कुटासनवस्थित्वा एकेन हस्तेन अन्यस्य मणिबन्धं धृत्वा
Now repeat the Pangu Kukkutasana, the other side.
कुक्कुटासनवस्थित्वा स्कन्धपर्यन्तम् ऊरोनि नीत्वा तिष्ठेत् कुक्कुटासनं पङ्गुकुक्कुटं भवति
Next asana is Gridrasana. From Padmasana, place elbows on the toes and interlace the fingers. Rest chin on the knuckles and press thumbs on the throat. Visualize that you have gone beyond all greed and covetous. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
जानोर्वोरन्तरे पादावुत्तानो व्यक्तसंस्थितौ
Next asana is Padmasana 3. Now left foot on the right thigh and right thigh on the left. Hold one hand over the other. Keep the palms facing upwards and keep the spine straight and gaze to the nose. Visualize Swamiji. Engage yourself in Mahamudra Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
उत्तानौ चरणौ विधाय विधिवच्छक्तिस्थितौ योगिराट्
Next asana is Padmasana 4. Now keep the left foot on the right thigh and right thigh on the left. Place the palms on top of the knees, keep the spine straight and gaze to the nose. Visualize Paramashiva in your inner space. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
एतत् पद्मासनं कुर्यात् प्राणवायुप्रसिद्धये.
Next asana is Karmakasana 2. From Padmasana, hook the right hand index and middle finger around the right toes. Lift the elbow as if pulling a bow back and move the big toe around. Place the left hand on opposite knee and keep it straight. Visualize yourself as Paramashiva's bow. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
एतत् पद्मासनं कुर्यात् प्राणवायुप्रसिद्धये.
Next asana is Karmakasana 3. Now from Padmasana, cross arms behind the back and hold the big toes. Inhale through the tongue, straighten like an arrow and engage in all three bandhas and gaze to the nose and then slowly exhale.
अथान्यासनमावक्ष्ये योगपूरकरक्षणात्.
Next asana is Dridasana. Now maintain in the same position as Karmakasana. Now lift the chest up. Now gaze to the third eye. Visualize Paramashiva's third eye. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Mahavakya.
अथान्यासनमावक्ष्ये योगपूरकरक्षणात्.
Next asana is Nagrasana. From Padmasana, just keep the arms behind the back. Holding the opposite big toes, just lay down on the elbows and keep the thighs and back. Now gaze to the nose, visualize yourself as a snake. Just do the Sahaja Kumbhaka, breathe in and breathe out. And engage yourself in Mula Bandha. Next asana is Kandukasana. Now lie on the back, bend the knees and feet on the ground. Embrace the knees to the chest and head touches the knees. Squeeze the body into a ball. Engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
कार्मुकासनमाकृत्य उदरे पूरयेत् सुखम्.
Next asana is Urdhva Pavanasana. Now lay on the back, keep the knees raised together. Big toes evenly together and hands interlocked under the head and gaze to the nose. Visualize Swamiji. Engage yourself in Sahaja Kumbhaka and engage yourself in Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
प्रथमपद्मासनकोठाने द्वौ हाथ पाछाने आने.
Next asana is Markata Pitasana. Now lie on the back, bend the knees and keep the feet flat on the mat. Place upturned palms under the heels and lift the hips up. Visualize yourself as a powerful alpha ape. And engage yourself in Jandra Bandha and perform the Murcha Kumbhaka Pranayama.
उत्तानशयनं पादतले उत्तानहस्तयोः स्थापयेत्.
Next asana is Uttana Shikihi Pitakasana. Now lie supine and raise the hips up. Support your hips with the hands placed at the waist. Keep the elbows, bear the weight of the body. Chin presses at the throat and gaze through the nose. Visualize Swamiji. Engage yourself in Jandra Bandha and internally chant Mahavakya.
उत्तानशयनं पादतले उत्तानहस्तयोः स्थापयेत्. पृष्ठभागं उत्क्रमयेत्.
Next asana is Narakasana. Now lie supine and raise the hips and legs up. Keep the elbows and hands extended on the mat below. helping yourself balance the body as legs raised up straight. Engage yourself in Chandrabandha and visualize blissfully traveling through the hell unscathed. Internally chant Mahavakya.
जङ्घगोरुबलहीनश्चेत् उत्थानशिखिपीठकम्
Next asana is Tiryan Naukasana. Now lie supine and raise the hips and bring hands to lower back. Keeping the elbows on the mat, raise the legs up vertically. Then slowly lower and angle them, keeping the core engaged. Visualize that you are a boat crossing the ocean of samsara. Engage yourself in Chandrabandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
ग्रीवाकण्ठेन भूमिं विष्ठम्भ पादाग्रद्वयम्
Asana Dvajasana. Now keep the upper back on the mat. Raise the legs up vertically. Help elbows and shoulders and hands remain on the mat below. Keep the legs vertical and hold. Visualize that you are the Kailasa flag. Engage yourself in Jalandhara Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
तिर्यन्नौकावद्ग्रीवा पृष्ठकोर्परैः भूमिम् अवष्टभ्यमस्तकलक्षेण पादाग्रद्वयम् ऊर्ध्वनये ध्वजासनं भवति
Next asana is Mritasanam. Now lie supine and completely relaxed. Avoid all movement. Visualize the body is dead and supreme point of Hinduism is liberating you. And just relax into the space of oneness.
उत्तानं शववद्भूमौ शयनं तु शवासनं शवासनं श्रान्तिहरं चित्तविश्रान्तिकारकम्
Now slowly start to wiggle your fingers. Start to raise your body slowly up. And just get your body up and sit in a comfortable seated position. Just sit in a comfortable seated position. We are going to be completing the session with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tatsat Sarvam Bhagavat Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu Om Nithyanandam.
Thank you all for joining for today's yoga session. Before we gather back for the next session, please make sure to post your experiences and your photos in social media, in the Facebook. The link is given in the screen. You can take that link, and through the link you can post your experiences with your photos and your testimony. And you can make even a short video of what experience you had during the yoga. I'm sure all of you enjoyed the yoga, and let's gather back for the next session. Thank you. Nithyanandam.